two?
Three. One, two, three. Or maybe look at that one. And these are just from the
Oh,
views.
okay, yeah.
So that's your camera there, Maria, and then Anastasia, your camera's that one. So if you want to talk to that camera, I can switch
That one?
that.
Okay.
That one. Go ahead and start.
Well, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to this beautiful space. So excited to see all of you here. So many familiar faces, so many faces that we absolutely adore and love, some new faces. And for those of you that are joining us virtually across the world, I know we have people in different countries. So thank you, thank you, thank you for making this time for yourself this Sunday. Right? How many people dedicate time for growth on a Sunday morning? And all of you are here. So look around the room. Look around the room. This is your soul tribe. All of you are here today because you're meant to be here, right? Because there's something inside of you that's saying, there's more. I want more. I want more love. I want more connection. And whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship, you're married. I know we have people joining us of all relationship statuses. But at the end of the day, you're willing to not just take what you have, but peel back some of those layers and discover, is there more? How can I get even more depth, more love, more intimacy, more connection? And this space today is for you. It's about you. It's not about other people. It's not about your partner. It's not about changing someone or chasing love. This is about you and becoming someone who can master your relationship with love, not anyone else's, right? This is your relationship with love. And it's about you becoming the person that you want to show up as in relationships. So my name is Anastasia. I am a devotional guide, and my partner.
I'm Mario Silot. I am a self-love and relationship coach.
So we're going to be both holding the space for you today. We're both very excited, and welcome to The Mindful Lover, how to master your relationship with love. What beautiful way to start off the new, almost like a Valentine's Day cycle, right? The day after Valentine's Day, everything that happened for you yesterday, everything that, I feel like Valentine's Day is kind of where we get to see the cultivation, right? It's like the full moon of our love life. And right now is the new moon. And I think we actually have a new moon happening in the next couple days. So you're all meant to be here today. So we're so excited. Now, something that I want to address is, who here feels like, okay, I have mastered something in my life, right? Whether it's your career, your money, yourself, your body, your health, right? We've all mastered something. But maybe your relationship is not where you want it to be. Maybe your relationship, your love life is not matching the level of mastery that you've created in other areas of your life. Who's ever felt like that? Yes? Yeah, I think all of us. Absolutely.
Me.
Absolutely. So I find that relationships and love are, doesn't matter how powerful you are, doesn't matter how much money you have, this is like the one area where you're the most vulnerable. It's everyone's kryptonite. Right? This is where your biggest vulnerabilities lie, your biggest wounds, but also your biggest area of fulfillment, right? This is where we get to experience the most amount of joy. And I truly believe that everything that we do in life, you could look at it from a spiritual perspective or a biological evolutionary perspective, but everything that we do in life is so that we can experience the love that we're here to experience. Yes? Yeah. So today, you might feel some triggers. You might feel something might come up and maybe you feel like defending, maybe you feel like rejecting, maybe you feel like even pulling back a little bit. And the reason why that happens is because we all have those soft, vulnerable areas inside of us that we protect, right? They're like our little children, our infants that maybe haven't developed or grown to the extent that we want. So we feel like we need to protect those areas. And we've built walls around them. We've built shells around them. But ultimately, that protection can sometimes become a prison. And we don't let that part of ourselves come out, even if it wants to. Okay, so I invite you today to stay open. So if any of that comes up, good, right? It's those children, those parts of you that are going to want to come out and say, hey, I'm here. I want to be heard. I want to be felt. I want to be understood. I want to be listened to. And rather than pushing it away, judging it, protecting it, just allow, right? Allow for it to come up and just be the observer of whatever comes up for you today. So will you say yes to just staying open and just receiving today?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. So what I want to do as we're on this topic of staying open, I want to do just a light, gentle entryway into this event through a guided meditation. Are you guys up for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So go ahead and just put everything to the side. Close your eyes. And take a breath. Take an inhale. And let's take a loud exhale as we release everything at the front door. All the stress, all the worries, all the to-do lists, all the Monday morning tasks that maybe have been in our mind. Just set them to the side. They're still going to be there. They're not going anywhere, trust me. You'll get to them later. But today, right now, just for the next few hours, allow yourself to just be present here. Now go ahead and imagine a white light at the top of your head. It's beautiful, clear, pure white light. And as the light starts to move down, every area of your body that it touches, you release. You release tension, you release stress, you release any walls or anything where you feel tightness. So as it moves through the top of your crown, into your face, allowing your eyebrows to soften, your face to soften, your mouth, your jaw, your throat, opening up your throat, allowing for it to be a clear pathway for expression today. As it moves down through your shoulders, into your chest, into your heart, softening your heart. It takes power, it takes strength in order to be able to soften your heart. Allowing it to move down through your body, down through your arms, your shoulders where you may be feeling some tension, allowing you to release that tension, releasing any stress, any tightness, down into your elbows, down into your wrists, your hands, as your hands soften, and allow that energy to just move through your fingers and out of your body. And as that light moves down the rest of your body, through your chest, down into your abdomen, your hips, where you may have been carrying some unconscious trauma, some unconscious patterns, beliefs, just opening that up. You don't need to know what it is, how it happened. Just allow for the space of opening so it can be released at its own time. And as that light moves down through your pelvis, down your legs, your thighs, your knees, your ankles, and down through your feet into the earth. And as that light moves deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth, all the way into the core, the center of the earth, you feel yourself rooted, as if this light becomes roots that grounds you into the center of the earth. You feel rooted, you feel grounded, you feel secure, you feel safe. You know that no matter what happens, whatever storms, whatever winds come, you're here. You're secure, you're safe, and you're home. So just feel that for a moment. And as that light starts to move back up through the earth, back into your body, back through your feet, your legs, up through your body, now comes to your heart. So notice how your heart feels right now. Bring your focus into your heart center. This is where we're going to stay today. We're going to stay in our hearts. This is the biggest area of expansion today. And as you're taking your breath, notice how your heart energy fluctuates with every breath that you take. With every inhale, your heart expands, and with every exhale, your heart releases. This is the cycle of the heart. Just as everything in our lives, everything in nature goes through cycles, your heart goes through many cycles throughout the day, and with every cycle, it gets stronger and stronger. So this is our time to bring awareness to that cycle right now. With every inhale, so go ahead and take an inhale right now, and with that inhale, imagine the energy of your heart filling your entire body. This is the love, this is the gratitude, this is the presence that you're willing to give to yourself today. And now go ahead and exhale and release whatever is holding you from reaching that presence. Now take another inhale, and with this one, imagine the energy of your heart filling this entire room, going into every person that's around you, every person that you're sharing this space with. And now exhale and release any stress, any blockages, any tension, allowing yourself to soften into this room, into every connection that's here today. And with the next inhale, go ahead and imagine the energy of your heart filling this entire building. And as a matter of fact, the entire city of Sedona. And now go ahead and exhale and release. Release any tension. And now with the next inhale, imagine yourself, your energy of your heart filling the entire state of Arizona, going far beyond your body. Growing and growing and growing, and now go ahead and release. Exhale. And with the next inhale, imagine the energy of your heart going into the entire world as it expands rapidly, filling the entire world with love, with presence, with gratitude. And as a matter of fact, it goes even beyond the world, into space. Hold it right here and feel your love radiate through all of space. And now go ahead and exhale, releasing as that energy comes back into the building and into this room, into your body, and back into your heart. And open your eyes.
Whoa.
This is how big your love is. It's not just you. A lot of times we feel that we are alone, right? Nobody knows what's going on in my heart because it's right here, it's so small. But this is how big your love is. This is the truth. So I hope you got to experience that even just for a moment. So with that, what I would love to do is I would love to share a gift with you guys. And this is a gift that I received, that I asked for and received a couple of years ago. And it's been something that I have been allowing myself to experience every single day as a part of my morning ritual, and that is cacao. So who here has ever had cacao? Maybe you've been to a cacao ceremony. All right, almost all of you. All right, one. And then for those of you that are virtually, if you don't have, obviously you probably don't have a ceremonial cacao where you are, but this would be a really great time to just make yourself feel cozy. So grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a snack, some water, a warm blanket, a pillow, just something that's going to allow you to really be in your heart space and feel cozy. So I have prepared some cacao for us, so give me just a moment. Now, something that I've noticed is that every time I make cacao, even though I use the same recipe, it always comes out a little bit different. And I think that there's a purpose for that, because whatever the energy that I need for the day and whatever the energy that this room needs is exactly what comes through the cacao. Now, I spilled a little bit on my...
The cup is overflowing.
The love is overflowing. So, all right. Give me just one moment. She's coming in with a bang. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome.
We're just opening up with a little bit of cacao to allow us to get into a space where we can open our hearts, open our minds, open our energy, our awareness, our gratitude.
Yes. Maybe. It's humankind 5G. And it's timed humans.
All right. Just pick whatever one calls you.
Hello.
All right, and when you take this cup, hello, of course, absolutely. Don't sip it yet and just hold it. Let this be your symbol of devotion. Devotion to yourself. Absolutely, you're welcome. Devotion to your path, your inner healing. You're welcome.
I love how this it's so small. It just feels like it's this. It feels like a little me that I'm just like holding so delicately.
The inner child.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. So, as you hold the cacao, again, imagine it being a symbol of devotion to yourself, to love, to your inner path, because that's why we're all here. We use the world as our mirror, but it's all about our inner path. It's all about becoming who it is that our soul came here to become. So first, before we sip the cacao, let's take a moment to give gratitude. First, give gratitude to the spirit of cacao for blessing us with her presence today, for allowing us this space where we can connect, we can come together, we can experience love, we can experience gratitude, we can experience openness. And so as we drink the cacao today, with every sip, thanking her for filling our hearts, our minds, our bodies, our souls, every cell in our body. I also want to give thanks to the spirit of Sedona for welcoming us here. All of us, every single person. Some of you are not from here, but there's a reason why you came here today, on this day, to this specific room. So thank you for welcoming us and holding us. Let's also give gratitude to ourselves. The most important person in this room, you. Thank you for enduring everything that you've endured in your life to be here today. Thanking our hearts for holding every emotion, every bit of joy, every bit of pain, every memory, for holding it and carrying it throughout the years, throughout the decades, but still never abandoning us, never leaving us, for being that center, for being that part of us that never fails us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for all of the energies that are here with us today, for allowing us to experience healing, because healing is not easy. And it's something that so many people avoid. So thank you.
Thank you.
So go ahead and take your first sip of cacao, and with the sip, just notice how you feel. Again, be the observer. What comes up for you? What thoughts, what feelings? And feel your heart opening with every sip so that you can be fully present today. Very rich. I love it. Everybody makes cacao a little bit different. I love it when it's rich. And I think it also tells a little bit about like the personality of the person who makes it too. So yeah. So as we're sipping this cacao, before we start, can I share with you guys a little story? Some story time?
Yes,
Yay.
please.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, I wanted to share a story of ultimately how this work came to be and why we're here today. I think this is something that's way beyond us. And I also feel like the spirit of Sedona has really been like the third partner in this partnership because she keeps bringing us back here. And we're not from Sedona. He's from Canada. I'm in Colorado. And yet we keep coming back here to Sedona. So I actually met Mario at one of our work events in Scottsdale, Arizona. So when we met, I think we had this instant soul recognition that, like, I know that I've known you before, and I know that there's something, and we just don't know what it is yet. So we just went with it. The next day, we decided to take a trip up to Sedona. I actually heard somebody say that Sedona is going to test you. They said, don't come to Sedona with a partner because you're either going to become stronger or you're going to break up because it really tests what is real. And so I thought, why not test it, right? What is this connection? Why not test it? So we came up to Sedona the next day. And mind you, I was very self-conscious about my work finding out that, hey, we just met and now we're spending a day together. What are they going to think? It's so unprofessional. And so I told Mario, I said, okay, we're going to go up to Sedona. We're going to go sightsee. We're going to go up to the vortexes, but you can't tell anyone. Please don't post any pictures. Don't even tell people that you're in Sedona. And so after telling him that, he said something that really hit me. He said, if somebody's going to try to hide me, that means I'm not being valued. And to me, that hit me really hard. Within 5 minutes, so we were driving, within 5 minutes, I was bawling my eyes out. And I never cry. I was bawling my eyes out. We're having this deep conversation. And I was over-explaining. I said, hey, you have to understand. I have a career, I have this reputation, I have all of these things, and if I lose that, I'm gonna lose my house, I'm gonna lose my money, I'm gonna lose everything that I built. So my brain went into this overdrive of everything that I built felt like it really depended on that one moment. And then he looked at me and he said, so what? What if you lose everything? What if you lose your career, your job, your house? So what? I think that was the moment that I felt the most vulnerable because it really made me question why. And I realized that my whole life I have built up this identity, right? I've built everything up around me. Things that I thought were for me, things that I thought were protecting me, right? This is who I am and this is my autonomy and this is the life that I've built that now I get to maybe share it with someone. But in reality, I found out that that life had also become my prison. It became my walls. It kept me busy. It kept me distracted. It kept me disconnected from what it is that I really, really wanted. And how often do we build up an identity that we think, okay, this is the identity that I want to live. We attach ourselves to it, and we say, this is who I am. Right? I'm not willing to change. This is who I am. People just have to accept me for who I am. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at that moment, I realized that identity that I built, that was not who I am. That was what I thought I was. That's something that my ego built. But that wasn't really who I am. That wasn't what I wanted. Who I am was that inner child inside of me. All she wants is love. All she wants is connection. All she wants is a place to feel safe, to be accepted. And oftentimes we build up these identities thinking that that's what it's going to provide, but it's actually keeping us stuck, right? It's keeping that little child in the dark room, giving her just enough food that she could survive, but not fully letting her out, not fully letting her or him be seen, be felt, be heard. So I think that is the biggest misconception that people have around self-love and self-acceptance. We think that self-acceptance is, you have to accept me for how I'm showing up right now. But is that really me? Self-acceptance is being able to strip away those layers and accept that inner child. What is it that she wants? Not what I think I want, but what is it that she truly wants? And am I willing to strip away everything that I've built, to sacrifice, make any sacrifices that I need to make for her so that she can get what she wants? And so that road trip turned into breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. I don't think I've ever cried as much in the whole year that I've cried in that one day. And so the rest of the day, right, again, just felt like shedding a ton of layers. So we went up to the vortexes. Of course, we had to see that. And we took a hike. So we're sitting at the top of the vortex. And I thought, hey, since we're already shedding all these layers, like, why not go full out? So we didn't strip or anything. So but I thought, hey, let's do a releasing ceremony. What better place to have a releasing ceremony than up here? So we did this heart-to-heart meditation, and I said, hey, let's pick up these 2 little rocks. So we found 2 little rocks. He's laughing. We picked up these 2 little rocks, and I said, okay, these rocks represent all of these walls, all of these beliefs, these identities, all of these things that we're willing to let go of right now, and let's just throw them off the mountain. So he said, okay, let's do it. So we sat there, we did the whole, I'm attaching all of these things that I'm willing to release to this rock. We did the countdown. 3, 2, 1. I throw the rock off. And I look at him, and he's still holding on to his rock. And so there's a part of me that was like, what are you doing, man? Come on, throw the rock off. I wanted to literally grab the rock and throw it off for him. But I didn't. And I'm very, very glad that I didn't. So I said, why didn't you throw the rock off? And he said, because I'm not willing to yet. I don't think I'm ready to release these walls. I think I still need to hold on to them. I think there's still a purpose. And I said, okay, keep it. Keep it for as long as you need to until you feel safe. And when you're ready, you could throw it off, or when you're ready, you could take it home. He was going back to Canada the next day. And he said that statement meant more to him than anything else, because it allowed him to just be himself, walls and all. So for all of you, there's no perfect version of you for you to be here. You're welcome here, walls and all, anything that you have that comes up for you or not, anything that you want to keep or anything that you want to take back home. You're welcome here just as you are. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the rest of that day, again, just felt like breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. And I think by the end of that day, I had this very clear download that what we experienced, and we didn't know what it was the vision that it was going to turn out to be, but what we experienced was meant to be something much bigger than us, bigger than our wants, our needs, our walls, our egos. We didn't know what it was going to look like yet, but I looked at him and I said, we have to work together. There's something that's wanting to come through the both of us, and we just have to hold space for it. We didn't know how it was going to turn out because he was going back to Canada the next day. I didn't know when I was ever going to see him again. But here we are, almost a year later, doing this work together. So thank you for being my mission partner in this life.
Wow. Wow, that is... That makes me feel so significant. That that I have and that I have an impact on and an importance that is greater than myself. For people to see me, to recognize me, to feel me, outside of myself. I have spent most of my life very alone, and in that place I've had to build a relationship with myself that I love. I love me. I really do. I love me with such a magnitude and an intensity that it just starts to stream out my body. And sometimes it's like, I feel like I just have so much stuff in my arms. I'm just carrying so much love, so much self-validation, so much self-confidence, so much self-respect. It's just so much, but it's a burden that I need to share it with someone. To go from a place where I felt like I didn't have something, there was something missing in myself. And I would see it in you, or I would see it in just anyone. Whether I knew you or I didn't know you, I was looking for something that I didn't have. And I think life gave me the greatest gift where it took everything away. Just took everything away from me. And in that place when there was nothing, there was still something. It was me. And then from that place, I built a relationship within myself that I just thoroughly enjoy and I love being. And then it's like when you have something that's so amazing and so incredible that you're just like, someone needs to experience this. Like, this cacao is the best cacao of all the cacao. Please, you gotta try it. It's amazing. Like, it'll blow your mind. You really gotta, and then that intensity, you just wanna share it with the world. So to hear you, to say that Mario has some kind of significance and impact outside of myself to you. When you've done that journey, it's like, oh, okay, fill your body up. Okay, fill the room up, fill the state up, fill the universe up. Just keep expanding and expanding and expanding. You're telling me my love, my relationship, all the work and the sacrifices and everything that I've endured wasn't just for me, and now it's expanding outside of myself? That is intense. That is like really, really intense. I know people think like gratitude is like, oh, like, thank you for this is great, this is amazing. But when it extends outside yourself, like, I'm not trying to get something. I don't want anything from you. In fact, I need your help. I need all of your help. I'm literally burdened with so much love for myself. I need someone now from a place of abundance, not a lack. I just want to share now. I have so much. I just want to share. Just be there for me to share. That's all I want. And now you're telling me that this is happening? This is real? You're all here right now? What? I was so lonely. It was just me. And now my eyes are opening up and it's not no more. Wow. I owe everything to you that are watching this virtually, to everyone that's in this room right now. I just wouldn't be anything other than myself if it wasn't for you. I would be back home in my room, all alone, just me. It's nice when you love yourself, but that's just it. It's just me. And you need someone more than yourself. But not from a place of like, I need to get something from you so I can feel full. I need you because I want to share my love. I want to give you something. I just want you to feel that. And when I give that, it's going to fill you up also. But then you just return it. And you return it. That's literally what we're here for. It's just that. So hearing that story, like, it gives me like an overwhelming sense of gratitude that, like, I don't have anything else to say but thank you. Thank you for sharing that story. I appreciate you. What a beautiful story.
All right, well, let's begin. I'm going to go ahead and pass pass it over to you to guide us.
Wow. That is a solid foundation to build upon. So thank you for starting that off for all of us here. Thank you for the incredible work that you've done here. I don't know specifically what you people at home or you, I wasn't there for every moment that you've had a challenge. Maybe there's a sacrifice you've had to make, something you've endured or you've gone through. I wasn't there for you in those moments. I'm sorry. Just to put that out there. I was going through what I had to go through. And before I just like give a little bit of that, like, I went through what I went through, and you all went through whatever it is. It's for you. But I know that everything that I've ever been through, every sacrifice I've ever made, every pain that I've ever felt, not just painful things like to give up a toxic, painful relationship. That's easy because like you just end up being like, oh, I don't like you, this is about you, and I hate you, and go away. That's easy to give up, right? I'm sure all of us had to not just give up painful things, but to give up things that you love, that you cared for, that you liked, that you enjoyed, that you wanted. That's harder to do than to give up something painful, to give up something you love. That's really hard. I don't know everybody here in this room. I don't know everything you've been through. I do know something for certain though. I know me. I know Mario. I know Mario on a very deep, a very intimate, and a very soulful level. I was there when Mario cried, for every bone he broke, for when he bled. I was there when not just he got abused, but his mother got abused, and watched his siblings being hurt. I was there when Mario was thrown through walls and beat up and bullied. I was there when, I don't know if you guys have these here in the States, but in Canada we have something called women's battered shelter homes. So it's these homes that protect women from abusive men. And they're like kind of seclusive, private, to hide the women to protect them. And I grew up for decades in these homes, and I was there in these circles where it's just a circle of women, right? And they're all explaining their relationships and what they're going through, and this is not passing blame, this is telling a story of experience. But in those times, I would hear women being like, oh, okay, this man did this to me and this man did that, and everything that they endured or going through was because of what some man did to them. And I'm just like a 7, 8-year-old boy, 9-year-old boy growing up year after year in these stories. And I would have these women turn to me and say, you need to change yourself. Because I'm going to be a man. And that's what they saw inside myself. One of those women was my mom. Also the same thing. You better change yourself. You're the root cause. It's on you. You need to be the change. I haven't done anything yet. I'm in the same boat as you, just much younger, right? I just remember thinking like, the same man that hit you hit me. I don't know what to change. And then once I hit 18, you're not allowed in these shelter homes anymore. So now I'm going out into my own little social world. And each woman that I dated, I'm just like, I'm the problem. I'll always be the problem. Doesn't matter what the person would come to me with, right? It's me. I gotta fix myself. There's something about me. And I was trying to fix myself for so long because like in those circles, it's really difficult to not fall in love with the people around you. To feel a sense of, what's the word, camaraderie? Sense of belonging, connection. I'm going through what they went through, but I just look different. And I look like what the issue is. And so part of me is falling in love because I understand. I know what pain feels like. I know what it feels like to be hurt. I know. I'm in the room with you. I was there with you. I know. Who am I going to complain to, though? I don't have anyone to turn and be like, you need to fix yourself over there. I didn't have anyone. So I had to do the work. I had to try and fix myself. But it wasn't me that I was trying to fix. I'm trying to fix what each person, everyone had a different version of me that I'm supposed to be, that I'm supposed to fix. And I'm over here, okay, I gotta fix this version of me. And I'm like, okay, look, I did something. No. Oh, okay. And then I fixed this. Look, I'm fixed. No. And then each time, and it's just like, nothing I can do is right. No version of me is right. No version of me is correct. I'm not enough. What do I do? I just so happen to have, and my little sister, after years of like just being depressed and suicidal, and at some point in time trying to love yourself gets to a point where you're actually not loving yourself. You end up hurting yourself. And it's because you're just like trying to fix something that's broken, and you're actually not broken. You're just not relating to yourself in a way that's understanding of yourself, that's accepting of yourself, that's allowing of yourself, that just lets you be. Instead, you're just tinkering, breaking, constructing, deconstructing, breaking up. At no point are you actually getting to be. And so after years of just being so depressed and then cutting myself and hurting myself, and it was Christmas time, and I was with my sister, and she says, what do you want for Christmas? I love my sister. Just as like give me a little 5-second background. My sister's name is Jasmine. And I grew up with a brother. Like I wanted a brother, got it. Then I want a sister. But I didn't get to name my brother, so I wanted to name my sister. So I named her Jasmine from the movie Aladdin, Princess Jasmine. So my sister was a princess to me, right? I grew up letting her know that she is the center of the world. She is a princess. She should be treated as such. And then this one Christmas, she says, what do you want? I don't know, what do you want? She says, what do you want? I was like, I don't want nothing. You tell me what you want. We're going back and forth. And then she goes, I don't want anything. I just want you to be happy. That's what she said to me. My little sister, younger than me, says, I just want you to be happy. But not like, I just want you to be happy. It's like, the singularity of that word just, that's it. I just want that. I want you to be happy. And it was like, someone just uppercutted me in the stomach, because I was like, I'm so sad, so miserable, and there's so much suffering, and that it's affecting someone that I love so much. I said, okay, if that's what you want. She said, yeah. And so then in that moment, I made a decision, a vow. I was like, what is it Mariel needs to be happy? What does Mariel need to feel fulfilled? What does Mariel need to feel satisfied and loved? Not from someone else, but from myself. And not the versions that people told me to be, me. And then you go through this this identity crisis where I'm trying to, who am I? Who am I really? And then I would come up with someone, well, I'm this. And I'm like, no, this person told me that. I'm like, okay, well, and I keep saying, who am I? Well, I'm this. I'm this person. I'm this experience. I'm this circumstance. I'm this environment. I'm this. And every single one of those did not come from me. It came from someone else or something from around me. This person told me to be this way. This person told me I have to act like this. This term took all that away. And then I'm just floating inside my space of, it's just like a floating. Imagine floating in space and it's just empty. I don't have any things to be because I don't know who I am yet. I haven't developed that. I spent my whole life being everyone else. I don't know who I am. So I don't know. So what do I do? I don't know. Who do you want to be? Who said that? And I was like, yeah, who did say that? Like that sounds like my voice. I'm creating the question of who am I? And of the voice that made the answer was also my voice. I created the answer. So if I have the power to create the question, I have the power to create the answer. You don't ask a question, you create it. And it's the same thing with the answer. You're creating the answer to the question. If you don't like the answer, you create a new question. If you don't like the question, then you give the answer. The question is to destroy who you are. And that's the purpose of that. It's a tool. And then the answer you create is to build who you are. So I created enough questions to destroy what everyone made me be, and then I made an answer, and I decided that that's going to be the answer. Who do I want to be? And I said who I want to be. I want to be confident. I want to be loving. I want to be, I don't know yet. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. And I was like, okay, tell me, what does that look like? What does healthy look like? And then I just started searching through all the examples in my life. Well, I think healthy people eat this type of food. Okay, then let's do that. That's it? Yeah. Okay, well then I want to be confident. What does a confident person do? Well, they speak highly of themselves. They certify themselves, right? They're telling themselves who they are, and then they confirm it. Not externally, but internally. I'm confirming it internally. Oh, I want to be seen. I want someone to see me. Okay, I see you. I want to be validated. I validate you. Recognize me. All of it. I just started doing it to myself. Whatever it is that I wanted to be, I said it first. And then I'd done everything to put in action to prove that I am that to myself, to confirm it. right? You can say like, oh, like, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome. And then if you start saying and giving yourself, well, I'm actually not beautiful because my clothes are dirty and I don't got good hygiene, I don't have the best makeup and everything, you're not going to believe it because you're giving yourself all the evidence to not support that. So I say who I am, and then I confirm it with whatever evidence is possible in my life at that moment. I said I'm confident. Then I just said, yes, I'm confident. That's my first piece of evidence. Remember, in this moment of time, I didn't have anyone around me. In this moment of time, because just because I had this conversation with my sister, it's not just like, that's just the realization, right? I didn't just go from, oh yeah, I got it now, and then now I'm on the stage, right? What is the point of that? If I told you right now, any of you, right, the love of your life is going to come in right now, they're in front of you, it's day one, and they say, I'm going to say this once, I love you, and for the rest of our relationship, I'll never say it again. On day one, I'm going to put all the effort I can, but for the rest of our lives, I'll never put effort again. Would you consider that a loving relationship? Would you? No. So if you tell yourself, oh yeah, I got it, I love myself now, and then in the rest of your life you don't do it, it's the same thing. So a relationship is a mirror. So what I do, I was like, where am I? Okay, which is who am I? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? How do I get there? By just being there already, in whatever way I can. Right? I used to literally be like, I'm rich. Like I'm so successful. It was only like 5 cents in my pocket, but I was like, that 5 cents, that's not a solo 5 cents. That's the 5 cents that belongs to the $1 million. The next nickel I got is the 10 cents that belongs to the $1 million. That's not an ordinary nickel. That's a $1 million nickel, and I kept doing that with everything that I did. Is confirmation of who I say I am. And then I wake up right here, right now with all of you. What the heck? What am I doing here? What are you all doing here? We weren't supposed to be here. We're supposed to be victims of our circumstances, remember? Remember? This has happened to me. This is why I'm not where I am. This is why I don't have what I am. We're supposed to be victims of our circumstances and be stuck where we're at. But somehow, you're here now, so you must have done something differently. And we're going to do something differently continually moving forward. Because the journey it's not just I'm going to love myself one day. Because if someone did that, it wouldn't be love, would it? It's every single day. Every day I wake up and I confirm who I am. Every day I wake up and I say who I am. Every day I wake up and I express who I am. Every day I'm me. Because I said so. Now you're telling me that too. Now you're saying the same thing I'm saying. Now the world is confirming it. That's a lot. What am I doing here? What the heck? Wow. Okay, but I am here. And so are you. So there's no more playing small. There's no more being a victim. There's no more, this is it. I know what it feels like. I really do. I know what it feels like to long for something, to want something, to not feel like you don't have it, to work your freaking ass off to try and get it, to do what everyone told you to do to get it, and still not have it. That's so frustrating. That's really frustrating. I know what that feels like. But I'm also here as confirmation that whatever it is that you think, that you want, that you desire, that you dream, those aren't illusions. Those are definitive realities. It's not some made-up thing that you have in your head. It's the blueprint. And each day is a step towards that. And that's what we're going to do here if you guys are ready. Yeah? Let's do a
Yes.
little sip of my cacao.
Me too.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ding.
Cheers, everyone. Yeah. Thank you for letting me share my story. So the first step, I just want to, actually before we even begin, just to make sure we're on the same page. How many people here feel like they're attracting unavailable people? At least emotionally unavailable. Has anyone ever experienced that? Okay. Has anyone ever been in a relationship where you feel like you love each other, but you have maybe the same disagreements, arguments, fights? Has anyone ever experienced that? It's just like the same thing, and they're just not, they don't understand me. They just don't get it. The connection's not going through. Okay. Has anyone ever felt like they give more in a relationship than they receive? Has anyone ever? Yeah. Has anyone ever felt in a relationship where you've actually done a lot of work in your life? Healing, journaling, whatever it is, like I've done the work and you're still not receiving what it is that you want? Yeah? It's frustrating? A little bit. These things that you're experiencing, they themselves are not the problem. Those are a symptom of something, of some emotional pattern that's continuously in the background somewhere. Right? When you say, oh, like I give too much, I haven't received, I don't feel, I feel unseen, I feel unchosen, I feel misunderstood, I've done the work, I don't understand. And we look at that like it's a problem, but we look at that like there's something about us that's a problem. Right? We identify as the problem. If you are something, you can't separate yourself from that thing. Right? So just, okay, has anyone here, I know it's going to sound ridiculous, has anyone ever here been sick with the flu or anything before in their life? Let's show hands. Okay, so when you get sick, right, and what's a symptom? Give me a symptom.
Runny nose.
Okay, runny nose, give me a symptom.
Headache.
A headache, give me a symptom.
Fatigue.
A fatigue, give me a symptom.
Super cold.
Super cold, okay, great. We've all been sick, it sucks. When you have you get a runny nose, do you say, I am a runny nose? Or do you say, I have a runny nose? Are you the sickness or are you experiencing the sickness? So then if that's the physical reality of something, right? You say, I have something because it's not normal. When I'm normal, it's copacetic, right? I'm healthy, I'm whatever it is for each of us. But when you're sick, you say, oh, I have a runny nose. And then in order to get a runny nose, you know it's a symptom of a virus, a cold or whatever. And then you're like, okay, I need this medicine, these cough drops, whatever. And what do? You give what it needs. You give the body what it needs. Okay, rest, recovery, nutrients. All right. And then it's back to normal. That's it. End of the virus. For some reason, right, we don't do that emotionally. We say, I am depressed. I am unlovable. I am broken. You aren't that. It's a symptom that you're having. The same way you don't say, I am a runny nose. I have it. Okay. So if you have that thing, you know there's a cause, and the cause is coming from something. And it's the same thing emotionally. You say, I am depressed. No. Okay, I have depression. I have loneliness. Okay, what does that loneliness need? Needs connection. That's the cough drop. Okay, hey, I'm so lonely. I need connection. Could you help me with that? Sure. What does that look like? I don't know. Maybe spend some time, talk with me, communicate with me, something like that. Okay. And then the lonely starts to dissipate, starts to feel better. And then it's like, oh, like I'm not so lonely anymore. I'm gonna go do something else. Okay, cool, thanks. I'll also be there for you if you need that. Sounds really simple in practice, right? But as you're going through it, it's not really simple to have a runny nose, to be fatigued and all that. It's really frustrating, isn't it? Right? But if you do what's needed, you'll get the result and you'll no longer be sick. That goes physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all the dimensions. You're literally a multidimensional being. You live on all these dimensions and they all work in the same way. And you can apply this, what we're about to learn, to any area of your life. So the first thing is, where are you in life? Like, where are you in love? We need to be honest with ourselves, because you can't change something that you won't admit is actually there. Right? So if you're inside a place and you're going to lie that you're inside the place, like in this building, I'm not in this building. I'm outside the building. It's going to be hard to get outside the building when mentally you're already out of it, but you're actually in it. You got to be honest with yourself and be like, okay, where am I in love? Right? So earlier when we said we keep attracting emotionally unavailable people, it's where you are. We give more than we receive. This is where you are. It's not who you are. It's where you are right now. And we can change that. Right? That's the power that you have. When you give that power to someone else and you say, well, I give more than I receive, that's your fault. You're probably going to look at me, well, stop giving. And then I can't receive. Well, then I want to give. Oh, then that's your choice. And then we do this little argument dance. That's all it is. But when you give your power to someone else to change yourself, you're going to be waiting for another person to change you. You're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And I don't know about you, my patience is pretty good. It's not infinite. So I don't want to be waiting forever for you to change. So instead I go, okay, what do I need from you that I can give to myself? Now I don't have to wait, right? But you're only going to be able to do that if you start with where you are. Honestly, man, you really got to be honest. There's a quote. I don't really know too much about this person, but I heard this quote, and when I heard it, it changed my whole life. And the man's name is Martin Luther King. And he said, the truth and the truth alone will set you free. I hope that's what he said, because that's what my brain remembers. And if someone that's historically correct and is like, that's not what he said, okay, whatever. In my brain, that's what he said. The truth and the truth alone will set you free. But what I heard was the truth and the truth alone, so nothing else, will set, and he pointed his finger at me, you free. It's not going to set anyone else free. Right? If I'm telling a lie, I have to live in the lie. And if I tell the lie, it's the truth to her. So she gets to live in the truth, even though it's a lie to me. So the truth and the truth alone was only going to set me free. I'm the one that's trapped anyways. I'm the one who doesn't have the relationship that I want. So I need to be truthful and honest with where I am. Not where someone is placing me or putting me. It's their issue. It's their fault. I am where I am. Where are you yourself, honestly? Right? Did you hand out the workbooks by any chance?
I did, but I have to hand out a couple more.
Yeah, and can I have one?
Mm-hmm.
So I do like saying that clarity is uncomfortable, but a lie is much more expensive. I will say that. Just let that enter into your space. Clarity is really uncomfortable. The truth is really uncomfortable. It's really triggering. Clarity is uncomfortable. But living a life that's a lie is expensive. By expensive, it means like your energy. It's exhausting to be someone that you're not. And you know it. But if you believe it hard enough, if I believe this lie hard enough, and you're like, man, it's exhausting because now I got to change you and you and you, and I need all of you to confirm my lie. That's exhausting. So, clarity is uncomfortable, but confusion is more expensive, okay? So, on stage one, we need to know where you are in love, which is your emotional location, right? We all know we're in the building right now. We're all in Arizona. And if you want to go somewhere, at least you know where you're starting. But if I don't know where I am, even if I know where I want to go, I'm not going to know how to get there because I don't know how to get from here to there because I don't know where here is. So then I'm lost here, right? So, step one, find out your emotional location, where you are in love, where you are in relationships. We need clarity there. And we broke it down into 5 very simple questions. I'll go, can I go over
Yeah.
through these first and then give a space for them to do
Yeah,
it themselves?
that's the goal.
Okay. So those are at home right now. If you have your virtual workbook that you sent you, if you could open that up. Those that are here now, if you could open up to the questions. 5 questions that you can't hide from. These questions are specifically designed to pull out truth and clarity. What is the main problem I keep having in my love life? You just have to be honest with it. It's just like super simple. Like what keeps going wrong in your relationship? What keeps going wrong in love? Right? You need to start somewhere. What's going on? If we're literally all of us right now, we're just friends right now. And we need someone to talk to. Right? The same way you would talk to another friend, I want you to talk to yourself today with these questions. You would just say, hey, what's going on? Tell me, what's wrong? Just like that, but with yourself. What's going wrong in your love life? 2, how does this situation make me feel about myself? Because we want to know our emotional location. So this is not about the other person, but about you. How does this situation feel about yourself? Right? 3, how is this situation affecting other areas of my life right now? We want to know the impact of where you are right now, the location. How is it impacting your energy, your work, your focus, your friendships, your confidence, career, sleep, motivation, work? How's it affecting your life? So this issue, whatever it is, your problem that you're going on in your love life, is it affecting other areas of your life? Like, are you at work thinking about, oh, love? Are you at the gym? Are you other places? Is it affecting anything? Is it affecting your energy? 4, how long have I been dealing with some version of this problem? Whatever this issue is, this problem is that you're having in love or in your relationship. Like, how long? Add that up. Has it just been days, months, years, decades? Be honest with yourself. How long have you actually felt like this? How long have you been really dealing with this? Right? And then 5, Be honest with yourself. What have I tried that hasn't fixed this? What have you tried? Have you tried journaling? Have you tried venting? Have you tried therapy? What have you tried that the effort is good, but it just didn't get you what you wanted? What have you tried that hasn't worked? And why do you feel like it hasn't worked? Be honest with yourself. And then we'll do the love and check-in after. Right? So if we can do some minutes for that.
Yeah, let's do maybe 10 minutes. John, do we have any music we can put on?
Yeah. Want me to do the same that I had before?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Thank you.
If you guys want to know, like, call it like a little hack if you want. This is how I would answer these questions. What is the main problem I keep having in my love life? I would answer this as if like I am Mario's like best friend. I know Mario more than he knows himself. So the issue that Mario keeps having is da 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 da. Right? When you talk about yourself in just this little bit of space where you're third person, you're giving yourself enough grace that instead of being attached to whatever it is that you're going through, you'll be able to be more honest and being like, well, actually, Mario's been going through this. He's really felt this, and it's been going on this long. I'm concerned for him. I'm here to help him. So good.
How is that for you guys? Did anyone have any kind of like, oh, looking at it from maybe a third person where you weren't so emotionally attached to what you're going through? Did anything come up for any of you? Anything that maybe you didn't know?
The second question, I like the metaphor that my brain gave me. I was like, okay. Do you want me to share it?
Sure, if you're open to it, sure.
My brain was like, 'cause I was like, well, how does this situation make me feel about myself? And my brain was like a piece of puzzle that got dropped in water and got soggy, so now it doesn't fit anywhere. I'm sad, but still hopeful that it'll dry back to a piece that will fit somewhere one day.
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so powerful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Wow. I think I think you're somewhere inside my brain. I feel like I just, at some point in time, yeah, being like because a puzzle piece is like as if like your whole definition is that you're supposed to fit in somewhere. And all the meaning was built on that. And if you're not that, then who are you? We'll figure that out. So just these questions, like, this is not a questionnaire. This is a conversation with yourself. It's just for you. Like, they're not for me. I have my own over here, right? I've done these questions repetitively for years and years. They're just for you to have a conversation with yourself. So at the bottom, you'll see a love alignment check-in. It says, circle the number that best reflects how you feel right now. I feel emotionally satisfied with my love life. 1, obviously not at all, and 10, completely. 10, come up here and we'll switch spots. All right? But like, be honest with yourself, because this is just for yourself. Like, where do you feel when it comes to love or relationships? Like, do you feel like I'm the farthest away from being satisfied ever? I've made some progress, so like, 3, 4 or something. I feel okay, like I feel hopeful, right? I feel great. There's just one little something, like we're not getting this, or like maybe you are a 10 and you're just here to like, who knows, right? If you want to give yourself just like 5 seconds, a couple seconds to circle that, whatever works best for you. Be honest with yourself. And we'll go on to stage 2. So the first step is, where are you in love? Right? It's just finding out where you are, your location. Right? You need a starting point in love. Starting point. My starting point just happened to be the absolute depths of abyss inside myself where I was floating in space. And it was like, there's not a thing in here, man. This is black void of whatever. But it's still a starting point. I've built me not from the ground up. I've built me from the void up, where I felt like nothing existed and it took everything away. But you need to start somewhere, right? Once you know where you are, where do you want to go? This is an adventure. This isn't a journey. This is an experience. This is life. This is not an instant blurb thing. It's all over, whatever. Like, you've come here to live, to be alive, to go somewhere. It's a journey. So where do you want to go? If you have like a GPS, right? It's probably the easiest example. I think we all know what a GPS does. The first thing it's going to ask you is, like, where's your starting location? Most of the time, it'll do an auto for you, auto locate if you set that up, right? But emotionally, where are you? Okay, I'm here. I'm at a 6. I mean, I'm at a 7 or I'm at a 3, right? Those can be the digital location for yourself, right? Where do I want to go? If I want to go, so I've gone to Japan, and in order for me to get to Japan, I have to plug it in somewhere, right? I have to have a desire. I have to have a want. Why do I want to go to Japan? I was just like, I don't know. It's beautiful. It's got tall towers. It's got, I don't know. It looks like it's got good food. I'm not even that far, that deep into why I want to go. But even that, I don't know. Maybe I just want to eat good food. Now convert that emotionally. I don't know, maybe I just want to feel what it's like to be hugged. I just want to feel what it's like when someone says, I love you. I just want to know what the sensation is when I'm lying down and maybe my head is on someone's chest, and I feel like the warmth of their chest on my face, and I can hear the heartbeat. I can feel it like against my temple, and just maybe I want to feel what it feels like, the sensation of kissing someone, loving someone, being next to someone. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need a direction. Once I plugged in, I want to go to Japan, I then had to go and, okay, where's my plane going to take me? And so I'm from Newfoundland, Canada. It's a small little island, the tiniest little airport ever. These are not main flights. I have to go get a connecting flight to another connecting flight that takes me to a main flight. So my flight to Japan was 38 hours. That's long. Halfway through it, right, I don't even want to go no more. My back is hurting, like I'm cramped up. The person next to me, they're literally taking up all the arm space, which is driving me nuts. So I'm cramped up, and then this person's next. I got to switch to this person. I'm like, I'm too close to this. Oh my God, this sucks. I do want to go to Japan. Like, I really do. In my mind, it's this beautiful, amazing, and I'm going to experience this, and this. But the journey there, oh my God, it sucks. And it's long. But you know what happened when I got there? Wow. This airport is huge. They got like Gucci, Louis Vuitton. I've never owned an expensive thing. I've come from poverty. I don't know what that is. Their airports, it's just like, they don't give out samples too. I was like, this is free? This costs money. What do you mean? This is an expensive thing and it's free? So that I'm like, wow, I'm mesmerized. And I forget, how much this hurts. I forget the pain. I forget the discomfort, because now I'm there and I'm in it. And it's worth it. That's it. The journey, like, I'm not going to be, I don't know, maybe one of you had the most smoothest journey of all time when it comes to love. I mean, I'll book your flight if that's the case. But from what I've heard and what I've experienced, there's bumps, there's scrapes, there's scars, there's bruises, all this along the way, right? All I can tell you is that it's worth it. It's so worth it when you get there. It's everything plus more. Because when you're thinking about it, I'm only thinking about it so loosely, right? I'm just like, okay, good food. I don't know, I might learn a couple new words. I might see a couple things. But when you get there and then you see the intensity of detail that you could never imagine without being there, it makes it worth it. And that's the same with love and relationships. I didn't know where I was. Figured that out. You just did that. Where is it that you want to go? That's the next step. You need to know where you got to go. And you're going to be, when I say be clear with that, be honest with that, just be okay with yourself. Just be like, I don't know, I don't have it all figured out, but I know I want this. And I know I want to feel like this. And I want to have this. Right? Now you got somewhere to go towards. You need direction. I said earlier, clarity is uncomfortable, but living a lie is really expensive. Right? So you got to be clear with where you want to go. Where is it in love? Right? Not who you want. Right? This is not about I want a man that is 6 foot wearing a brown Blue Jays hat that's incredibly handsome and a nice jacket with a milk chocolate voice. No. Right? I know I'm just having fun with this, right? But it's not about who you're gonna get. This is about building a relationship with love, not with a person yet. All right? Love is its own thing. It needs its own thing. It needs things from you. It needs to be felt by you. Love needs to be heard by you. Love needs to be seen by you. When you're in a relationship, that's two of you expressing the love that's an extension that already exists inside you. All right? This is not about getting someone. This is about experiencing something that you haven't yet. So just be honest with yourself. Where is it that you want to go? What is it that you want to feel? You want to feel chosen, loved, validated? Right? We need a destination. We need somewhere to go. So if we can open up to the second question there. I also love this little thing right here where it goes, you're not chasing a person, you're choosing a feeling. This is how you want to embody love. So question 1. If you were in a relationship that you've always wanted, your dream vacation, your dream relationship, your dream love, like how are you going to feel when you land in Japan? Like how are you going to feel in that relationship? How's that going to feel? Right? You need an emotional direction. 2, what would your partner do that would make you feel that way? So if you're in a relationship and this person's making you feel seen, heard, loved, understood, how? How can they do that? 3, in that relationship, what would be different about your life versus now, where you are? How's your life going to be different? You're finally, you made it. You're in Japan. You're in your relationship, your dream relationship. They're making you feel how you want to feel. They're doing these specific actions. How do you think your life's going to be different? What is it going to look like? 4, what would finally feel settled or complete for you? What's going to stop feeling heavy? What's going to stop feeling missing? What's going to stop feeling unresolved in your life? And in 5, why do you believe this relationship will give you that feeling? Something's missing right now, and you think that thing is going to give it to you. Why? So let's give them a few minutes to fill that out.
John, can we put on some music? Thank you. Let's do about 8 minutes. I think last time everybody was done a little early.
It's up on yeah, it's on the table.
Oh, okay, thanks.
وتكبر في الطفولة يوما على صدري يومي 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 وتكبر في الطفولة يوما على وتكبر في الطفولة يوما على صدري يومي 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 وتكبر 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 وتكبر
All right. How is that? How does it feel to not have the pressure of having perfect clarity? Because how often do we hear that, like, make a list? You need to get so specific. It's a lot of pressure, right? Who here has ever felt like, oh my gosh, but then what if I make a list? How do I know that it's actually what I want? What if I say that's what I want, but then that person comes and it's actually not what I want? Did I just screw myself eternally and I'm never going to get what I actually want? Who has ever felt like that, right? Or maybe gotten what you wanted and then you're like, oh my gosh, that's actually not what I thought I wanted.
First off, John, can I get that song? I don't know, that was vibing. I was, yeah, these, like I said, these questions, like, I would answer them as if they're not me. I'm answering them for Mario, right? Because when I was just me, I was attached to my mistakes. I was attached to my downfalls. I couldn't let go of the things that were wrong with me because, like I said, I would say I am a runny nose. I'm not going to change a runny nose if I am it. But if I'm like, oh, it's something I have, it's something separate, something I can do. So then I started separating and be like, Mario is like my number one priority. I need to get him the relationship he wants. I need to speak up for him. I'm answering these questions for him because he wasn't going to do it. I'm going to be the one who does it for him though. And it just changes how you answer and it becomes much more clear, right? So the first two steps, like most of us we already know. Or at least we have a pretty good sense of like, I know where I'm at in love. I know what I want or where I want to be, right? Most of us might not answer them in order when we have that question. We're not like, where am I? Where do I want to be? But just through days, months, weeks, we've answered those many times, right? This, in step 3, this is really where you get to finally see some change. Because in step 3, right, you know where you are, you know where you want to be. But step 3 is how do I get there? How do I get it? How do I have it? How do I experience it? How? The how is a question that creates action. You got You got your location where you are. You got your destination where you want to be. Now is the action plan. How are we actually going to get from where I am, where I don't want to be here anymore, to where it is that I do want to be, right? I said earlier I went to Japan, right? I was in Newfoundland. It's really not much there. Small. It's beautiful. It's a really beautiful place, especially if you like hiking. Sure, but like when that's all you do, like you kind of want to experience. I wanted to do Universal. That was one of the things that I wanted to do. A roller coaster ride doesn't exist where I'm to. Right? I want to experience something exciting. That was one of the things I want, excitement. Right? I know my hometown. I know it really well. I want to experience something new. Excitement is one of them. So then how am I going to get there? Okay, I know that one, I have to get off this chair. I'm gonna have to pack. I'm gonna have to buy the tickets. I'm gonna have to get on the plane. I'm gonna have to fly. I'm gonna have to experience, right? I can't be like, I want to go to Japan. Now Japan, come to me. The whole island is not gonna just start floating towards me because I said so. That would be like, imagine I'm so entitled. I'm so special that I want Japan to come to me. One, it's going to clash with all the other lands that are in the way, and by the time it gets to me, it's going to be rubble, right? So I stopped asking for what it is that I want to come to me. If I want something, I'm in the position where I have to go to it. I want this thing. So then that thing is going to be like, well, now, since you want me, I'm in a position of power. Japan's like, you're going to have to come to me. Since you want me. Then I have to say, okay, if I really want this, then I'm going to have to go there. Most of us are like, oh, I don't want to do the work. I don't want to experience something. Something is stopping you. That something is you, right? So there's just a difference between being, I like to say there's a difference between being entitled of something and deserving of something. Entitled is just me making a claim to it just because. I deserve it because, well, I'm a man. I'm this person. I'm Mario. I'm whoever I said I am. Therefore, I deserve it. No, that's just entitlement. Deserving means, literally, if you guys want to Google it and try and prove me wrong, but deserving, if you look at the origins, de, the prefix just means of. De means of or from something, and serve means of service. So if I deserve something, if I deserve a loving relationship, that means I'm of service to that loving relationship. And if I'm of service to it, I don't tell it to serve me. I say, hey, what do you need? How can I serve you better? I love giving the example where I say, if you own a company, your duty is not to own it. Your duty is to make that company run so easy that it becomes profitable and successful. It's not about owning it. It's about making that thing. What does my business need? Let's say we're in a business. I'm going to be like, what do you need? How can I make your job easier? The easier your job is, the better the work you're going to do, the more profit I get. So my duty is not to own a relationship. It's not to control the other person. It's to make myself so easy to love. So easy. I'm not going to make you guess or think or whatever. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to love me. I'll do it first. Ah, I needed a hug. This is what I need, by the way. Right? And you do it like this, right? And then you're like, oh, okay, I see. Thanks for the example, right? In a relationship, your duty to the relationship, how you serve a relationship, is to make whatever it is that you want so easy that there's no questions. You're giving the person clarity. Hey, I want this, I need this. And not even just saying, I want something, I need something because I don't have it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to give it to me by giving it to myself first. I wake up every day and I look in the mirror and I'm right in the mirror and I say, I love you. I see you, I feel you, I hear you. Oh, look, that's your arm. Do you feel that? How nice is that? Look at your face. I love everything about your face. It's so beautiful. Like everything you've been through, everything that you go through, everything you continue, you're doing that for me? Wow. Like I'm obsessed. I'm teaching myself how to love myself in front of myself. And we do that with each other. I'm going to teach you how to love me. I'm not going to force you, but I'm going to embody it. The people that are really easy to buy, like say, when I said earlier, as an example for me and my sister, I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? It's hard to buy people Christmas gifts when you don't know what they want, right? But if they're like very avid in what it is that they want, like my sister loves makeup. I did get her makeup. She didn't even have to ask. I'm just like, she's obsessed with it. She buys herself all these brushes and these powders and these blenders and these glitters and all that. And I'm just like, I just watch her love herself, which is she's giving herself the things she wants. And I just go and I'm like, okay, she's got this Morphe makeup. She's got the Kylie Jenner one or whatever. I'm getting examples from her. I don't know about makeup. I don't wear makeup. It's not what I do. I shave, I'm clean, I got hygiene, but I don't know, like, there's specific angled brushes that do specific designs that can slim this and do. I only know because I watch her do it. I'm attentive because I want to love her. I want her to experience someone who's loving her, right? But she's doing it first. And then when I give her like whatever it is, she's like, "Wow, how did you know this?" Right? I'm like, "Girl, I literally went into your makeup drawer and saw what you like." But it came as a surprise because I didn't tell her I was going to get it. I just looked. I watched you do you. I noticed how you love yourself. So you need an action plan, right? You know where you are, I get it. You know where you want to be, I get it. Those things seem easy. But we need an action plan. So just humor me here for a second, right? Where you are, you're like, I'm okay, like I don't have the person I want, I'm not getting the communication I want, I'm not getting the certainty, I'm not getting the chosenness, the cherishedness, I'm not getting whatever it is, I'm not getting it from them. Okay, so you know where you are. Continue to humor me here for a second. You're like, what I want is, I want someone to hug me, to love me, to cherish me, to buy me flowers, to, I don't know, sing on the rooftops to me, whatever it is, right? And you know what it is you want, where you want to be in a relationship. But if the person doesn't give you those things, do you have them? No, because you're waiting to get them. But I'm waiting on you. I need you to give it to me. Can you give it to me? Can you give this to me? Give this to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. And then you're going to be like, it's so off-putting. Because then you're like really desperate that it feels like someone's clinging on to me to get something from me. And they're not actually getting me. It just feels like they're using me to get something. It doesn't feel good. No one likes being used. Everyone loves to feel useful though. I right now I'm like, what the heck? Wow, my voice is not for me right now. I feel useful right now. All of you are giving me that life right now. I feel like I have a purpose, a meaning right now. I'm still being used, but I feel useful. And it's not against me, it's actually for me, but it's also for someone else, right? So just, can I physically take the emotions out of my body and then shove them inside you and you feel them? Is that possible? Are you sure? Okay. You said so though. Okay.
Try.
I can try. Right? So imagine you're depressed. And I say, man, just be happy. You're like, okay. Like, that sounds so ridiculous. And then you're like, oh, just like, here man, take my happiness. Stop being sad. Does that sound ridiculous to anyone? Does it sound possible? No. Okay, take it a step further. Can I take the thoughts that are inside my head, plant them in your head, and you think them? I can't do that. Can you take your thoughts out of your head and plant them, and then I start thinking your thoughts? You have to communicate them, and then I translate them into my own. Okay, so you guys are telling me now that I can't put my thoughts or feelings inside you and make you feel them. And you cannot put your thoughts or feelings inside me and I feel them. I know I'm thinking and I know I'm feeling. I don't care what anyone else says to me. I know it. I'm experiencing it. I just can't give it to you. Are you thinking and feeling? Are you sure though? Are you thinking and feeling? Are you? Are you thinking and feeling? You're not? That's fine. Are you thinking and feeling? I can't argue it. If he's not, he's not. Right? Are you thinking of, do you have thoughts and feelings? Okay. So we're all agreeing that we can't give thoughts and we can't give feelings, but we're all feeling and we're all having them. Interesting. So then we go to these questions, which is what a relationship. And we're saying, hey, I want you to make me feel some type of way. I want to feel cherished. I want to feel loved. I want to feel seen. I want to feel heard. I want to feel recognized. I want to feel. Can you make me feel those things? Give me those feelings. And then I'm waiting and waiting and waiting because I'm not getting them. So no one can actually make you feel something. They can reflect something. We'll get there. That's a beautiful gift. But to feel it, you're the only one that's going to feel your feelings, no one else. And so when we go to another person and we say, I need you to do the impossible, that is a really tall order that is literally set up for failure. And you're the only one that's going to be disappointed. Because I'm like, I need you to make me feel this way. I need you to validate me. I need you to see me. And the person's like, I'm trying. Here's my feelings. Here's my love, my happiness, my recognition, this is how I do it for myself. And I'm trying to do it for you, but it's not the same. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of tension, a lot of agony, a lot of disappointment in that. How do I get what it is that I want? If I come to you and I say, I want to be loved and cherished, I want to be seen, recognized, understood, whatever it is that you want from a relationship, how could they do it? How would they show it? Well, I don't know, maybe they'll buy me flowers. Maybe they'll write me sweet little notes and hide it in my wallet or purse or something. Maybe they'll buy me gifts. Maybe they'll speak words of affirmation. Okay. Remember, I told you to write these questions down as if you're your own best friend. I'm here to love this person. I'm here to finally give Mario what he needs because he wasn't giving it to himself. I have to step up and do that. So whatever it is that I wanted from you, I now have to be the initial source of that. I literally buy myself flowers. I like the smell of them. I just do. So when I'm walking through a store or something like that, I'm like, also, I like plants. I like plants in my house. All right? I just don't go to everyone being like, I need you to buy me this, I need you to buy me this, and this. And I become a burden on everyone. Right? If I see it, I like it, I buy it, it's mine. For me, from me, I love me. Great. Right? But now you're watching me do that. And then you might be like, I want to be a person who gives love. And I just want it to be towards this person or this person. I want to see myself as a loving person. And I see them loving themselves. So I'm going to give, like, whatever it is that you like, which for me, my sister was makeup. She just liked that stuff. I'm obsessed with health and fitness. I'm literally obsessed. Every single day. I'm monitoring my heart right now as we're doing this. I need to know what my heart rate is when I'm calm, when I'm when I'm having these thoughts, and then I translate it when I'm out running, when I'm working out. How can I, if these specific thoughts create my heart rhythm to be at this certain low rate, then I can replicate those when I'm running. Now I'm going to be able to do an endurance to run a longer. I'm obsessed. I get blood work, I get DNA. I got these workout plans. I've already won bodybuilding championships. I'm about to do a high rocks competition where it's like this endurance. I got to keep going. But how do I get myself there? I'm obsessed with me. So if you know I'm obsessed with that, what would you buy? If you're going to buy me a gift, what would it be?
I mean, I'm going to give it away if I say
Go
because your
ahead.
birthday's coming up.
Oh,
So something health and fitness related.
where did you get
A
that idea
test,
from?
or, more blood work, or a trainer, or another gadget or something.
What would you get someone that's into health and fitness?
An aura ring or something.
Awesome. I want one of those. Wow. What would you get?
A session from me.
A session from you.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you're into health and fitness. What would you buy yourself?
Stem cell treatment.
Nice.
Ooh, that is good. That is the next level.
Yeah, I met that.
Right? What would you get someone that's in health and fitness?
Just like the best protein powder with collagen and stuff like that.
Just stuff like that? That's it. That's it.
Can I speak to something also? And I'd love for you to speak to it too, because when it comes to communicating, so there's this misconception that that my partner should know what I like. My sister actually, this was many, many years ago, but she broke off an engagement because the guy bought her a ring that she didn't like, and she said he should know me. The ring that he bought me, the shape of it just showed how much he didn't know me, and so she just broke it off, never told him why. And so there's this expectation that my partner should know me. And maybe some people are very observant, right? Because it's also on them. Are they choosing to be observant to the things that I'm doing, or are they not? And some people are not. That's okay, right? Some people are focused on other things. And so we have this expectation that they should know. So my belief would be then, if I communicate to you what I want and then you do that, then it's inauthentic. Now I'm having to beg for it. And then the other person might look at it as like, well, I can't just buy you a gift that you told me you wanted, because then it doesn't make me feel special, right? There's an inauthenticity that a lot of people believe that basically holds them back from this kind of communication.
It might trigger, it might not, I don't know, in this room. No one in life has the responsibility to know you but you. Your life is your own. You've come here to know yourself. It's no one else's job to do that but you. And then your job is to know yourself so well that you can communicate that efficiently to get whatever it is that you want in life. And in a partnership, that's what you do. I know myself well enough that I can help you love me. That's how good I am at knowing myself. You know what? Listen. I know Mario. He didn't eat. Stay away. Just to help you out. Right? And then I'm helping you avoid a whole conflict or whatever that I want to help you out. I'm trying to help you succeed. I know me well enough that I'm going to actually help you love me. And then when I do that, I'm like, hey, by the way, like I'm working overtime and I'm hungry. There's two versions like that you can come home to, right? One where maybe you bring some food to me. You don't have to. I'll cook it later. But if you do, then you're going to get a whole different version, and then the choice is yours, right? And then if the other person's like, oh, sweet, right? I know now what this person, I'm not going to walk into confusion and be like, why are they so upset? Why are they so angry? I know ahead of time. And then so it just takes so much tension off the other person. They know me so well that like If okay, I know you say you spoil the birthday thing, whatever, da, da, da. But I've made it clear that like what I'm obsessed with. I've made it clear who I am and what it is that I want in life. If she gets me, or any of you, if you know, if you want to give me birthday gifts or not, whatever. But if you don't, so what? So what? I'm gonna get it myself. I'm just gonna get it myself. I want you to think like, if I have all the money in the world, right? I don't need you to buy me anything. I have all the money, right? My bills are paid, the car note's paid, the car's paid, the bills are going, whatever. I have enough. Maybe I'm not the richest in the world, let's just say. Let's keep it more humble, right? But things are paid, right? Things are paid, I'm okay. And then if you buy me something, it's just nice. I was gonna get it, but you got it. And that's going to make my life this much better. And so then I look at you as that value, being like, wow, my life is this much better. Even though I could have done it myself, it's just that much better with you in it. So thank you. And then if you don't, then I go and do it myself. And I still get it. Either way, I'm never without. I'm never at a loss. I'm never lacking. Never again in my life. I'm always in a place of self-fulfilling, right? And I'm fulfilling it, I'm fulfilling it, I'm fulfilling it. And then I'm showing people how to fulfill it. And if they do, I get a little break for a second. And then they do it, and it's like, oh, that's nice. That was nice. Thank you. And I go back to doing it. And if they, imagine if all my bills are paid and everything's like, whatever, I got money, and then someone comes in and is like, I'm not going to help you pay your bills. I'm like, you talking to me? My bills are paid. So what if you don't give me your money? My bills are paid. That's physical. I'm talking emotional bills, right? Instead of me coming to you and being like, I need you to validate me and see me and recognize me. And if I don't get it, then I'm so overwhelmed and frustrated and I'm at a lack. But if I'm just doing it anyways, I'm already having it, and then you come in. Like, just for an example, just start clapping. Watch this. Clap, keep clapping. Clap more, louder. Woo! Thank you. I'm going home. Whether you clap or don't is fine by me. Because when I go home, I'm still me. I'm still good. Life is great. I have what I need. Right? And we can all be in that exact same position. We become these self-fulfilling things. We give people the runoff of whatever that is. Right? I told you, like, I was in a position where I was alone. I was homeless. I was sick. I was malnourished. My ribs were sunken in. My face was sunken in. I used to drink, and I used to smoke weed, and I used to just. I thought that was like, oh, I'm supposed to party, be, you know, excitement or whatever. That means I'm happy, and I'm trying, and I'm smiling in front of everyone. But man, I'm so miserable on the inside, and I'm so lonely on the inside. And then I'm calling myself out. Like, I'll throw myself out because it really doesn't matter if anyone judges me or not. I'm good. I don't judge myself no more, right? At some point in time, I was dating, and then I would go from this person to that person, saying, "Oh, this is wrong. They didn't have this. They didn't have this. They didn't have this." And I couldn't spend any space in between those dating. I couldn't be with myself. I didn't like that space. I didn't like that person. I was miserable. I was sick. I'm trying to numb myself. That person sucks to be around. And I'm trying to get other people to be around that person, trying to get them to stay around that person. That's not fair, man. But the other person's got to be good and perfect and all this. So here I am, a giant walking red flag, wanting to be surrounded by all green flags. It's ridiculous, man. I was ridiculous. I was unfair. But I just didn't know how to do anything else, right? Because I didn't want to be who I was, which was a miserable, depressed person. But then the moment that I was like, okay, like I said, I think you can say universe, God, whatever your name is for life, existence, took everything away. And I was left and I was homeless and on a park bench. No one's there. Not my brother, not my sister. My mom passed away. My father left me when I was 1.5. I don't have my fiance of 10 years. That didn't work. I had nobody. I didn't have anything. No food, because I go to food banks and you can only go to those once a month. No food. Nothing. I'm sick. I'm hungry. I'm on a bench and it's just me. I've lost everything. I have nothing. In that space, it's just like, okay, but what is there? What is there? What is left? And it doesn't matter what you take away in life from yourself. You can lose your house, you can lose your car, you can lose your partner. Whatever it is that's important to you, the only thing you can't lose is yourself. I cannot remove myself from myself and not exist. It's impossible. There is this divine contract with yourself that, is anyone married? Are you married? Are you married? Are you married? Do you guys know each other?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Has anyone? Oh yeah. Okay. Has anyone been married in here?
I've been married.
Okay. So I was engaged, so I didn't get married, so I didn't get to say the vows. And then just correct me because, I haven't been married. But in the vows, it's something like like sickness or health, richer, poorer, life or death. Like there's these contrasts. Is that right? Is that the vows? Anyone know? It is? Okay, thanks. I just don't want to look too foolish. The vows in this are supposed to represent divine union between two people and God or whatever, right? But we all know that divorce can happen. Is that not true? Mm-hmm. Right? It can happen. Even when you make the vow, it can happen. But that vow has been made with yourself before you've come into life. Whether you're sick or whether you're poor. Whether you're rich or healthy. Whether you're alive or dead. You're with you all the way, all the time. In that moment, on the park bench, when I'm all by myself, I wanted to not be me, but I can't escape it. I'm with me no matter what. And so in that moment, I'm looking at myself, I'm like, oh my God, this person's so depressed, so miserable, so sick, so lonely, so angry, so whatever. And I was just like, oh my God, please, someone just hug this guy. Look at him he's literally on the ground, the dirt, crying. Somebody hug him. Somebody, please. And there was no one there but me. So I just said, okay, I'll do it. And I literally, I'm on the ground doing this, crying my freaking eyes out because I don't want to live anymore. I just don't. It's not that I didn't want to live. I just didn't want to be me. I just didn't want to feel how I felt. I just didn't want to be stuck there. And then I'm crying. It hurts. Like I feel like someone's jabbing me in my heart. I'm crying that intensely. And then I'm like, and I was like, man, I got you. I got you. I got you. And I just started doing this. And then my brain started feeling that, started focusing on that feeling. And I was like, holy shit. Someone's there. Finally. That feels amazing. And this to me is funny now. But I remember the moment I did this, like the depressive and suicidal part of me was like, ah, stop it, it burns. It's like being a vampire and feeling light for the first time, feeling love for the first time. My depression was like, stop it, that's hurting me. And I was just like, holy, I got a fighting chance. I could beat this thing. And so I just kept doing it more and more and more. And I just made a vow to myself. I was like, I'm going to love myself like no one's ever loved me before in my life. I'm going to give myself anything and everything I've ever wanted that I've never had. I won't wait for it. I won't let no one stop me. I won't let no one take it away from me. I will be that. And then just slowly over time, I still had those thoughts that came up. But when they came up, I was like, I'm choosing this. I'm choosing to be this. I'm choosing to feel this. I'm choosing to this. And then my brain kept saying, someone save me, someone save me. And I said, I'm learning to swim, I'm learning to swim. It's like, save me, save me. No, I'm swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming. And then this just became quieter because I became better at it. I was like, oh man. Then the people that I started being around are like, oh, look at this guy, so confident. Look at this guy. What are you doing saying you love yourself so loud? That's weird. What do you do? They used to be like, oh, you're one of those healthy freaks because you're eating vegetables now. All along the way, there was resistance, something externally. Don't be who it is that you say you are. I said, no. No, you don't get that authority here. I reign supreme here, in here. It's not that I don't need something from anyone, but now my need is different. I've given myself what I have and what I wanted and what I need. Now I'm so full. In fact, I don't need you to give me love. I don't need you to give me confidence. I need you to let me express it, to get it out of me now. Me telling my story right now in front of you and being like, this giving me life. You just witnessing it is enough. That's incredible, right?
That's so powerful when you said, gonna make it into a quote, I don't need you to give me love, I need you to let me express it. And so the only way that you can teach people, right, how to love yourself is when you do that first, by example, like you shared. And yeah, I thought that was so powerful. And really, like when you're able to come from that place of abundance, right, you can now start to communicate that to people without, like you said, right, taking it from them, without feeling like, hey, I need to get something from you in order to fill that part of myself. But hey, I'm already doing this myself. And now I'm here to teach you how to do the same thing for me. Now, one thing that comes up is that the people that, like we look at people and we say, oh, it's easy for them to find love. Right? They've been married their whole life, or, oh, they just keep getting into relationships. Well, the people whose love is easy for them are the people that make themselves easy to love, right? It's 100% responsibility on them. And we're taught in this environment that we have to be complex, because when I'm complex, when I'm unattainable, that means I'm important, right? We put so much importance on complexity. And so we see this everywhere. We see this on social media that, pull back, don't express yourself. People should know what they need to give you. Be mysterious, right? Let him guess, let her guess, let them chase you. Sure, it fluffs up the ego, right? It makes us feel important, but does that make you easy to love? Absolutely not. Yeah. And if it does give you that excitement, right, which is kind of what it does, it gives you that a little bit of that excitement, that chase in the beginning, how long does that actually last? It doesn't.
No.
And if it does, it's a whole lot of effort, right? Who here has ever experienced how much effort it takes to keep somebody guessing, keep somebody chasing you, to keep trying to be mysterious, and then having the expectation that other people should know what I want? So
Does that work anywhere in life? If I'm running a business and I'm like, I need to make my business harder for my clients to buy.
Keep it mysterious.
Yeah. Hide the buy button, right? I'm gonna hide it invisible in a corner somewhere else. Make it more difficult for them. They should just know where the buy button is anyways. It just doesn't work anywhere in life. You can expect it all you want, but you're not gonna get the results. It only works when you make something easier for someone else, which makes it easier for yourself. Anyone that owns a business understands that they're also a customer somewhere else. So if I was my own customer, right, how am I gonna make this so easy for someone else to get to? I'm gonna give them the GPS to get here, and I'm gonna give them I'm giving you the questions I'm giving you the paper. I'm doing everything to make it as simple as possible, right? And then when I go off into, let's say I go to your business, right? Are you gonna make it as difficult as you can for me to do business with you, or easier? Do you make your job easier for clients?
It's called hitting the easy button.
What do you mean by that?
Call me, text me, or
Do you give them your number or do you make them guess?
Yeah, give me my number. Here's my card.
It's simple. Do you go to your clients or do you just expect people to come to you with no information?
I have to go to them because people forget that it's easy to just call me, but they get distracted.
Yeah. So you have to make it easier and easier.
Yeah.
And then if you make it
If I go
easier
to
for them,
it's easy. Oh, I've been meaning to call him. I did it for you. You know?
yeah.
It happens every time.
Are you going to get more clients doing that or less?
You get more if you're more proactive.
And do you want more clients, I should ask?
Well, yeah.
Right. So if you want more clients, you got to make your job easier for them. And then you end up getting what you want. Is that true?
Yeah.
It's the same thing in love, man.
But isn't easy boring? Aren't relationships supposed to be highs and lows and the romance that we see? And so
No, I don't care. I want what I want. I just want what I want. I don't care how I get it. Mostly I just want what I want. I would rather have what I want than to not have it. Even if it's easier, right? If I'm thirsty right now and that water's there, I'm like, I want you to give me that water. I'm gonna be like, here, let me make it easier for you. Let me put it in your hand.
let me make it easier
Let me
for
literally,
you and open the lid.
yeah, there you go. Oh, now, now I get the water. I'm no longer thirsty, right? That's literally the third step is action. You know where you are. You don't want to be there. You know where you want to be, which is whatever it is that you want from a relationship, whatever you're trying to get. You start giving it to yourself. That's the first action. It's just giving it to yourself. Then you literally become a reflection of whatever you want, and it makes it so easy for people to give it to you. Then people will be like, okay, anyone in this room, does anyone think that I love myself? Just show of
Yes.
hands. Really? I don't believe none of you. How would you guess that? How would anyone guess that?
Keep on talking about yourself and saying you love yourself in the mirror. So of course you love yourself.
Damn right. You're
You
right.
can feel it, that it's true.
You're right. I'm certain of me. This room, doesn't matter if I go home in my room, you've seen me in the gym. What do I do in the gym?
He walks up to the mirror in front of all the other weightlifters and just really, really loudly starts talking about how much he loves himself, giving yourself thank you for being there for you through all the ups and downs, the pain, the wins. And it doesn't matter who's looking, and people look.
They do. Because I'm not there for anyone else. I'm there because Mario needs to see me love myself loud and proud, regardless of who's around. I don't care what people think. I care what Mario needs. I'm there for him. I'm there to stand up in front of the crowd of everyone and do if it's bodybuilding, yes. Because I love me. I didn't have that. That's what was missing. So I started doing it. And you know what? This is just side off this. I've gone to the gym and I've seen people do what I was doing in the corner in a smaller mirror somewhere else. At first they were like, who is this guy? Right? And then I done it more and more and more and more. Then it's like, oh, how? And then they started doing it. If he's allowed to do it, then I'm allowed to do it too. I can love myself loud and proud. I can speak greatness into myself. I can be who it is. I'm not desperate for, and yes. And then it feels great. Because now you're finally feeling seen, you're feeling heard, you're feeling recognized, you're feeling understood, you're feeling loved. Yes, I'm vibrating that outwards now. It's evident. If someone's like, oh my God, like this guy's full of himself, so what? I'm finally full with myself. I love that. I love when people say that. Because they're just reflecting to me of how much of me that I love that goes outward now. And it's just And then it gets permission, right? So give yourself first whatever it is that you want from a relationship. And by doing that, it becomes easier for someone else to give it to you. So now you know where you are, you know where you want to go, and you know how to get there. What is it that you want? You give it to yourself. That's how you get there. And then someone else is going to join in because it's momentum. And that leads to the fourth step, the last step. You know where you are, you know where you want to go, you know how to get there, but how do I get there fast? How do I get there quicker? What's the shortcut? Momentum. Momentum is going to get you there. And I'm just going to give just a final example so we can, I want to respect everyone's time. Every single day, I literally wake up, and when I get in the shower, I pray. I don't pray to God, I don't pray to Jesus, I don't pray to no religion. I don't pray asking for something. That's not what prayer means to me personally. Prayer is a conversation that I'm having with my own spirit, my own soul, my own essence. I'm communicating with myself. And I get in the shower, and there's nothing I need. And so I just say thank you. I say a couple little thank yous, and then I go on. And I do that every single day. In the beginning, remember I asked you, if someone came to you in a relationship and said, it's day one, I'm going to love you. I'm going to say this once, I love you. I'll never say it again. I'm going to give you all the effort on day one, but never again. And you all said, that's not love. Right? I've been saying the same prayer once a day. But every day that I say it now, I don't say it as if it's one prayer. I say that prayer with the intensity of 1,000 times. That's how deep this is. So if I stand here, I could be like this. I'm a confident guy. Oh, my legs wobbling and everything. I could try and fake it, right? It might be my first or second time saying it. But when I say it now, it's because I've literally said this 1,000,000 times. Every day, multiple times a day. I've literally concreted it into my being. I started off from an empty void where in the beginning everyone's like, you be this, you be this, you be this, you have to be this, fix this about yourself, change this about yourself. And I was lost, confused. Got rid of all of that. I don't even know who I am yet. I'm not a somebody yet. I'm an empty void. But then I made a decision. I'm going to be this, this, and this. And I started building, not from the ground up, from the void up. This is the accumulation of not one day, not 2 days, 3, 4, 5 months, weeks, years. Not once a day, multiple times. My foundation of who I am is solid because I've done it through repetition. That's momentum. There's compound interest on every time you say, I love myself, I give myself this. There's compound interest on that, and it starts doubling up. When I say it now, I don't say it as if like, oh, I'm a confident guy, or, oh, thank you this. When you guys leave, right, and it's just me, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. It just happens every time. Not because I'm sad, but because at some point in time I did not want to live, and now here I am in front of people, being who I never thought I could be, letting them be whoever it is that they wanted to be. I'm really here. And that gratitude is so intense to me that it almost becomes painful. I get overwhelmed, and so my system lets it out as tears. I'm like, what the? Because I don't see it as like I'm just here because of everything I did. I'm at we're all on a mountain, and here I am on this position in the mountain, and I know the exact path it took me to get here, which was I had to make sacrifices, I had to feel pain, I had to feel discomfort, I had to give things away that I loved and I care about. It required all of that to get me here. So I know if you're here, you've had to go through the same path. Wow. Wow, you guys, I didn't know I was going to make it, but you made it? That is insane to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, you've all had to make sacrifices like me. That makes me feel so alive. That I didn't just go through what I went through just so I could be in pain and then die, and that was it. I went through so I could be here in this chair on the stage right now with all of you, not alone. I know what it feels like to be alone. This part of my life is like, I want to know what it feels like to be together. I want to know what that feels like. And I'm feeling it right now. You're really here. And you're really feeling what it's like to be in whatever that relationship it is for you. This is a part of that. You're really there. Right? You know where you were. You didn't want to be there. You know where you want to go. This is the in-between. You're here. That's what this is. You were here, you want to go here, but really you're here right now. And this is the process. And it starts by doing that work for yourself, giving yourself what you want and desire and need from someone else, the same way that you would want from them to give it to you. That makes it easier for them to then start giving it to you. And then the last step is just momentum. This is not about loving yourself today, and then you leave this room and be like, oh, I'm going to love myself in front of a mirror for one day. And then the rest of the days of your life, you go back to being normal and disliking yourself. This is about building a lifelong relationship with love for the rest of your life. You're going to be with love. It's never again will you ever be without. No one can make you feel a type of way anyways. So this is for the rest of your life. You're always going to have someone there. You'll never be alone. Even when you're alone, you'll never be alone. That is wild. And that person, when you're all by yourself with, has made a vow, a commitment to, which, just flip to the last page. What does that say in the top? Anyone? Commitment to self. This is not a one-day thing. I'm not going to be there in your room every single day being like, come on, man, love yourself more. You got that, da-da-da. This is a commitment to yourself, for yourself, with yourself, for the rest of your life, knowing that you're gonna support yourself, you're going to love yourself all the way to the very end. And then whatever's after that, even beyond that. Sign this right now.
Let's say it together first. All right, all together. I commit to honoring my emotional life with honesty, courage, and responsibility. I choose to stop outsourcing my worth, my peace, and my happiness. I choose to show up in love with self-respect, clarity, and integrity. I will practice these commitments even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it would be easier to avoid, even if no one is watching. This is my promise to myself. Sign and date.
You got a pen? I'll sign it.
Me too. It's right there.
Okay. We'll sign it and do hot seats, yeah?
So we would love to, for the rest of the time, and John, is it okay if we go a little bit over, or do we have to end exactly at? Good, okay. So we'd love to do some live coaching. I'm excited about it because I think this is something that Mario absolutely shines in. He was my coach. I hired him as my coach when I first met him. And I know the impact that he's made in my life. And so who would like to come up?
Just for fun.
I'm happy to start.
All right.
That'll be right.
Do you want to be up here?
Someone else, yeah.
All right, beautiful. Do you want to come up here or do you want to stay there? It's up to you.
What do you think? What's best for you?
Yeah, let's come up here. I'll switch seats with you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Absolutely. Move this out of the way.
How you doing?
Hi. Let me see you. Let me get some light.
Yes.
Wow. This is you?
And you.
Wow. Brilliant. I love what I see. I really do. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Aren't humans just endlessly fascinating?
Oh my God. So cool. Please, listen.
Truly.
Wow. So please,
Do I have
if
to do
you
this? Can you
can,
guys hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
let's just start with like, say hello. What's your name?
Yes. Hello. This right?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Shanna Scribner. Hello, everyone. What little Shanna background? What would
Just a
you
little
like?
something. Just a little. Let people know a little bit of whatever.
Beautiful. Well, let's see. I just had my 27th birthday, and
Happy birthday!
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
27 linear years alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I am the youngest of 5 women. 2 parents, mom and dad, both still together. Lived some time in Arizona, some time in New Hampshire, and then Maine. I love to travel. Biomedical engineering is what I studied in school. Worked as a clinical operations engineer. And then I've traveled to about 15 countries because I really wanted to explore the world. And I would say the most important thing in life are relationships. That's the key thing that I've learned.
Yeah.
What we do, it only really matters with who we do it with and for, and doing that work in ourselves first is the most important thing so that it pours out of us into everything we do. So I love being here today, hearing the two of you speak about this, because it is, to me, just the key of existing and finding peace and fulfillment. So thank you guys for
Wow.
having this and being here today.
Let's say hello to. Yay! So as a first off, with the just your little booklet and the work that you did today,
Yeah.
did anything at all like stand out to you personally?
The first thing that comes to mind is how much I loved your reminder of viewing ourselves from the outside, because that is one of the greatest tools that I have uncovered in life, is truly like in my journey of self-love. It was like, oh, I do so much work to love other people, and I'm really neglecting myself. So there's like a limit there. I can't go beyond this limit that I have if I'm not loving myself. So, I need to learn how to love myself more, really. And then that will allow me to love other people better. So that journey, it was like, oh my God, I can view me as a different person. And then I just started to really feel that, what you've described, Mario, of being like, I am so grateful that I get to be Shanna and take care of Shanna. Help give Shanna what Shanna wants. Like,
This is so exciting.
the best thing ever. You're like, oh my God, it's amazing. And when you realize that, so many things, all your emotions, and like I think jealousy comes to mind, is such a good indicator, right? Of you're like, oh, jealousy comes up. What is that jealousy really telling you? Oh, that's likely something you want for yourself, right? And then when you can say, well, why can I not have that? Why can't I have a version of that for me? And so that just tool reminder. I'm like, yes,
Wow,
thank you.
that is brilliant. You've obviously and respectfully have, when I say like done the work or done some work or whatever, even work is like, I don't say I work on myself. Like I don't think that, I just think that like I'm experiencing, expanding more into myself, and I'm experiencing more of myself, parts that I weren't aware of. And you've obviously are on such an incredible journey of yourself, of just loving yourself and getting to actually be, which for some people is like, how do I be myself, right? And it's like, well, you be, right? Versus like, I gotta do myself into being.
Yeah.
And you're obviously, you have this commitment to even just right now, you saying that. Like most people think that when you start speaking highly of yourself and saying I love myself, then it's like, oh, this person's full of themselves, and so they only care about themselves. But when I hear her say like, I love Shonda, Shonda's great, Shonda's amazing, I'm like, yes, louder, right? Because I don't see it as a lack of myself. I'm seeing it as like, this is an extension of myself. I'm watching myself in a different body with different hair love myself loud, and I'm like, yes, speak it, speak that. That gives me even more permission to love myself. I love myself more, but somehow it's gonna happen. I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for you. In this, where were you, or where are you currently, where you feel like you're not 100% satisfied, you're not quite getting what you want, or don't have what you want, or something? Where do
Yeah.
you?
Great question. I want to just nod to what you just said, because I'm completely with you. That journey of removing the ego and the idea that everyone else who is loving themselves has ego. I think once you start taking that journey for yourself, you can really separate and understand, like, this is what ego looks like. And to me, ego is really the masking of unhealed shame that we have inside of ourselves. And that self-love just looks and feels so different, right? You named that, you could feel that in him. You're like, yeah, you feel that, and you named it because of the words he's expressing, that, and maybe even the confidence of the way that he says it, which is so valuable to literally give other people permission to do the same thing. It's the best feeling ever. And so where I would say that even ties into your next question of where I'm at in my journey is, I understand that I have been blessed with so many experiences to grow, and those were a whole range of emotions and a lot of pain. And it is like, wow, I feel so clearly that the journey I've taken is on purpose and very valuable. And while I may not have the perfect relationships, whether that's in family, friendships, business, or romantically, that I constantly see them growing into alignment with what I'm learning is truly fulfilling the part of me that is just like that core light and love that wants connection and mutual respect, like true love. And the more that I work on that for myself, the more relationships, not just romantically, but in every aspect of my life, those are showing up more and more. And it honestly is, it makes me laugh now sometimes. Someone new comes into my life and I'm like, this is hilarious. Like even like it's amazing how that has been happening. And God, it just fills me up even more, because I know that that really is coming from the work of self-love. So no, I'm not even close. I think I marked a 2 for my satisfaction. I'm like, I fully accept where I'm at, and I know that there's so much more journey, and I'm just actually so excited for it. And I know that there's a lot of like work there, but it's not work because I have so much gratitude for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's different, like, because now it's what people call work and some people call passion,
Right.
right? So it's like the work is almost as if like I don't want to do it. It's a job and you're just doing it just because whatever.
Yeah.
And then when it becomes like your purpose, your mission, your career, your passion, right? It's like I'm getting something of value in return, and that makes it worth it. Like a job is just like I'm not getting paid enough for this shit, right? Just not getting paid enough, and so it's not worth it, right? You feel like you're putting in more and not getting enough, and then when you feel like you've come to this place within yourself where it's like, oh, I'm actually getting a lot, and so like whatever I've been through, whatever I'm going through, is now worth it, and it's just the shifting of what I say is utilization. Like we have a lot of feelings that we're not using, and we neglect them or we avoid them, right? And each one of those, they're still there and they still exist, but they're a source of, they're just energy,
Yes.
right? And then the moment that you can convert them into something useful, like I'm here right now, I'm being like, I've gone through all the things I've gone through, not to just go through them, but now there's a purpose. I'm here on stage, I'm talking to people, I'm connecting. It's like, oh, now I'm not just, like I thought I was the only person in the world who's like, I used to be like, no one knows what it's like to be me. No one knows what it feels like to be me. And then it's like, oh, actually, everybody does. That's like a lie that I've been telling myself, that no one knows. No one understands. And that separates me from everyone. But now that I'm like, no, actually, you went through what you went through, and you did too, and you went there, and then and you got here, and then now I'm like, oh, I'm getting charged up off pain, off trauma, off misery, off like discomfort, off my heart broken. Oh no, I lost my fiance. Now I'm like, I lost it, but look what I got now. Look who I have. People that want to be here. Man, that feels good. Right?
I'm cracking up. I'm sorry, because I just told someone like in the last 12 hours how I said sometimes when I'm speaking to people, I feel badly when they're telling me about their hardship, and I'm like,
more.
yeah,
Give me
like,
more.
yes, because I see them in that moment,
Yeah.
and I see that they're transforming, even if they're not in like a really strong place about it, but kind of enough, and I'm just like, yeah, but like, look at you, right?
Yeah.
Like, look what you're doing, look what you've done with it, and how it's transforming you. Like, it just gets me so excited.
Want to know a little fun analogy that I do?
Yes.
All right, this is great. Right. Does anyone know like Home Garden Network? Have you guys ever seen that?
Yeah.
Right? There's like a more than one show, and I don't know if it's the same in the States as it is in Canada, but there's just like a home show where these people go into old houses and they flip them. It's called like house flipping or something like that. And then in the show that I watched, a couple will go into a house and be like, this is disgusting, this is gross, I would never live here, look, this is falling apart here, and it's just so much negativity that they're seeing. And then the professional comes in, they're like, oh, if you take this wall down and you open up this, and then we put some curtains here, and then we put some paint here, and then just patch the roof, this is gonna be worth millions. And it's two different couples, because it's like a team. There's a guy, girl that are the professionals, and it's like husband and wife in this show. And they're seeing the same house. But perspectively, they're not looking at the same thing. The couple's looking at, this is where they are, and that's all there is. And then emotionally in our relationships, we do that. This is where I am, this is all there is. Right? And then you're saying that you get super excited because you're like an emotional house flipper where you're like, I see the pain that you're having right now, where you are, but I see where you're going to go with that. I see what you can make out of that. That is $1 million in emotional pain that you have right now. You're about to flip that into the most lucrative emotional business that you ever had in your life. Just needs this little bit of paint here, a bit of this here. You just need to know where you are, where you want to go, how to do the work, right? Use the momentum, build that up, and then in a short, it's actually a short time. It's not as long as you think, because then you're going to get there in whatever amount of success that the old version of you would have looked at and be like, I never would have thought we had this success. And now you're at this success and be like, oh my God, I can make this more. $1 million is not enough anymore. I need 10 million, 20 million. And it's not because I don't need it. And now it's just because I can make it. I can do that. This is an extension of my creativity, my work, my whatever, but emotionally, right? Going from like at one point in time I was single and then to then getting a date. But then when you're in a date, it's like, oh, that's not enough. But it was a success. That's a success point. Then you might get a relationship for maybe a couple months. Like that's a success point. But then when you're in it, you're like, I can do more. Then it's a year. Then it's 10 years. Then it's like, okay, well, you think one life? We're going 2 lives.
Yes.
You think we're gonna break? No, I'm gonna see you in the next life, right? We're married in the one after that, and the one after that. And I don't care who you're dating in the next one, we're gonna get married or whatever. And then it's just that. There is only success, right? There is only progress, and you keep going.
So I'm curious if you're open to sharing. I'm curious about that too. So stripping away this is all happening for a purpose. There's, positivity, kind of stripping that back into like the deep, deep, deep truth. I would love to hear more about that if you're open to it, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. So my brain's going, how do I make it succinct? I would say, yes, the understanding of now, kind of where you just said, it's almost like I understand now that the potential is so much greater than where I'm at now. So that's why if I'm putting it on that scale, that's where it is. It's
That's
like,
one
oh,
thing.
other people may look and be like, oh, you're so far ahead. And I'm like, guys, no, you can all get here, and we have so much more to do and go and get to, and love and fulfillment. And with the two, I would say it's definitely evident because the relationships that I've had, there have been probably, I would say, 4 significant ones that I kind of name. Well, 5. There was first boyfriend in high school, 15 years old, who I lost my virginity to. 2 weeks later, I had jaw surgery. There were 50 titanium plates and screws in my face. And he cheated on me with my friend. She was a cheerleader. He was high school varsity football player. Some classic weird high school story, right? And then second one, that was also in high school, but a famous YouTuber, but not really in our school. He was very quiet and reserved. So I kind of liked that I was out of attention, in that relationship. But then it was actually, all of our attention was online. So it actually got bigger in a weird way. And that was the first time that I experienced emotional cheating. I had to work through that validation of emotional cheating is real, right? So many people tried to tell me that what he was doing was that not cheating, right? And so that was a big development there. The physical cheating first, then emotional cheating. And then I dated a guy in college. I was on the softball team. He was on the hockey team. We were together for 5.5 years. One of those years we were engaged. Wow. All of these stories are wild, but he was actually a virgin waiting for marriage. And when I met him, I thought, oh my God, finally, I will feel, it's always hard. I will feel that my, sorry. That my value is more than my body, because that's what I believed for so long. So I thought this is perfect, right? Like, that's not what he wants me for. Ironic that that relationship taught me a lot of things, and a lot of things I still carry into relationships today. I think he had a lot of ideas right that he did not execute on. So I want to name that I really appreciate that these emotions are coming,
Yes.
because this is only the 6th time that I've cried after leaving him, like for leaving him. So that's like very beautiful. Thank you all for like
Yes.
just sitting here with me while I experience that coming back up, you know? Like that's it's very powerful, and
It's beautiful.
I always appreciate when I can cry, because like I don't cry a lot. Sometimes I try to sit and make myself cry because I'm like, damn it, I know that shit's in there. I need to cry.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's good. But ultimately, the kind of final straw of that relationship was when I found out that he was looking up the top 10 OnlyFans, and that to us was like the worst thing he could have done. It was almost like physically cheating was somehow like not on the table in our relationship. It was like, obviously we wouldn't do that. So that was, and then I uncovered a lot of things after that, but that was kind of the thing that made the flame go out. And I came to realize after that relationship that like, oh, I saw so many patterns. That's when it really flipped, that I said, I have to look so intensely at myself in a new way, because I had in all of these relationships been doing exactly what you described, which was I'm being exactly what this person wants me to be. Check, 100%, like gold star. But so that's kind of where it was different. I think for me it was, I like perfected what everyone wanted me to be. And I was in so much pain. And so I was like, this does not work. Being what everyone else wants me to be does not work. So that's when I said, oh, do I like really want to be XYZ thing? Or like I started analyzing like every part. And I had only a couple years prior when it came to engineering and sports. I had some of these questions, but that relationship ending as it did, me leaving, that's been important for me to say recently, to like own the power of actually that I left.
On your own power, your own accord. Yeah.
Because I noticed that I still say when I separated about all my exes, even though I left them. And I think that's me still protecting them, like their ego, their image.
Yeah.
Because that's a pattern that I've found in my relationships, that they really, really want to protect their egos, and so they'll often lie.
Makes
to
you a good
maintain.
person too. No one wants to be a bad person.
Yeah.
Everyone is avoiding this version of inside themselves that they've condemned as bad.
Yeah.
And then are up externally showing just this good side to get recognition, validation, whatever it is that they're trying to get. I need to uphold this goodness.
Yeah.
And then in my shadows, keep all my demons and all my badness or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And then to say like, I've done this in my own relationship where like I want to break up, the other person wants to break up, but neither of us are going to be the one to break up because no one wants to be the person who says they broke up with the person, because whoever done the broke up, oh, it's on you then. You're the bad person. You broke up with me, and then I get to leave with my hands clean, right? But then the one who actually did it really did the work, who actually got their hands dirty. And there's nothing wrong with dirty hands. It means that you've done something.
Good point.
It's very powerful to have dirty hands,
Yeah.
right? To be the quote unquote bad person, quote unquote the selfish, whoever person that stands in front of one loves themselves or whatever, you're doing it too, right?
Right.
But to be like, no, actually, I left, and it's on me.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Continue, please.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely comes with challenges to name that. So I appreciate you. Yeah. The most recent one, which is the kind of final boss, is is how I view this person.
Wow.
Oh, that one's like intensely dark. This is another moment where it's like, oh, I never really share about this person out of knowing that like they care so deeply about protecting their image and people not knowing things about them. So it's like, oh yeah, I still want to protect them. But with this person, it's been a very strong battle of, I feel that protecting them is harming other people. So, like, leaving that relationship is 100% why I'm at a 2, recovering from that relationship. It was one that I thought, because I had done so much work since my ex-fiance, that like I noticed him and his patterns, and I was like, oh, but like maybe this is the universe offering the opportunity to like really
Okay.
right. I was like,
Okay.
this is wrong. Don't do this, guys. Okay, just no. If you notice it, don't go to that person. And I genuinely was like, okay, like it'll be good, and there can be some like good lessons here, or maybe my person is a person who's still like down in the trenches, and I know now exactly how I can show up for them because I've done all this work. I understand myself so well, and I see their pattern. This is who I've dated this whole time, but it's just in different bodies, right? Like the pattern's the same, just in a different human. And so I thought maybe that's it. Maybe that's going to be it. And even though my instinct was like, run, I didn't listen to that. And who knows, maybe I was just tired of dating. I was feeling lonely. I was like really craving that fulfilling relationship. And I kind of just said, okay, I'm going to do this thing that I know is going to be painful, because like maybe that is the answer, because I've done it so much already. Now I just have better tools. And to me, that was the universe. The result of that was it being like, so obviously, do not do that. That now I understand, no, like it really is in the complete independent creation of my life to the complete fullest, that living in that as often as I can and continuing to grow in that, like I will attract my partner in that time, in that space, whenever it happens, and to just like fully release any idea of when it's going to happen, and knowing that feeling might come up of like, oh, I really want that, those little things that come with that person.
Yeah.
But now I just am like, I'll have the moment of like imagining it, and I'll just be like, oh my God, hey, like wherever you are, whatever growth you're doing, sending you love, you got this. You know, like you do you. I hope you're not like struggling too hard right now. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait till we're like together. And we're both like, oh my God, do you remember? Like, not that when we
What
were
took you
together,
so
but
long
like
to get
5 years
here?
ago when we were like, you were doing that and I was doing this, but we were both like, we had to do that to find us here now. And I feel that with like friends and family, new people I meet, you know, that kind of exciting feeling of like everything we did brought us right here and meeting each other, and this is epic. And so when that person comes, it'll be epic. But the pain, the two, is for sure a result of the most intense manipulation, the most like astounding number of lies. He had a sex addiction, an alcohol addiction, 2 children who I love so much, so much, so much. And I don't get to see them anymore, and I didn't get to say, I didn't get to say goodbye to them. So that all, it's like very, very hard to like trust that like I don't have to do the work for him. I never could, you know? And so it was like, oh, yeah, very obvious that like you cannot do the work for the other person. Everything you've described today is so true and so beautiful. And to me, it's so important that people understand like that one piece of what you described today, where like you really cannot hand it off to another person. And it's just never going to work. Like you have to do it for yourself. Each of us has to do it for ourselves. And sometimes we lose people that we really love or really want to love. Like, I really would love to keep every person I've ever loved. Like, I'm like, oh, I wish that it could last longer. I wish, like, you could come on this journey with me still. And, like, that's the hardest part to, like, let go of, even with all the pain that they caused me out of their unhealed parts, you know?
Still real.
It's still so real. Like the love is still so real.
All
and
of
like
it.
my desire for them to be in love with themselves is so real. I'm like, oh, like this Valentine's Day yesterday, it's all I was thinking, like every few hours I was like, God damn it, I hope my exes are doing the work to love themselves right now. I was like, hope you guys are getting it together. I was like, oh, it's not my responsibility. It never was. It's
I
fine.
gotta be the good person here. I gotta be the good person. I wish love and light even to the people that have no light inside themselves. But you know, I don't want to. No. We're not that person
This was
anymore.
literally me yesterday. Yes. I'm like, no, actually, like, screw you. And then I'm like, no, I know I don't feel that, but like, I kind of want to be pissed off. And I am pissed off, but damn it, I love you more than I'm pissed off. And I just want the best for you. And also, like, F you.
At the same time, like, I don't wish something bad happens to you, but just maybe a Lego. Just step on a Lego. Just a slight, maybe a splinter.
A muddy puddle.
But at the
ruins
same
your
time,
shoe
much
for the day.
success and love to you, but just a little pain. The same kind that you gave me.
And I just want them to, like, I want them to stop hurting themselves, and so they stop hurting other people. Like, I want that for me, too. I think it's why I'm so adamant about, like, being, like, working on always giving myself grace for exactly where I'm at and understanding I can't know every single thing that it might hurt someone else, and I'm not entirely responsible for the hurt that others feel, right? Because it's kind of this give and take. Like, yes, if I, like, throw this at you, that's literally me hurting you. That's not you being like, you hurt me.
I would be
You know?
like, You didn't hurt me. That was my ability to be hurt. I would just find some way to take just where I'm at right now. I'd be like, no, you can't hurt me. It's my ability to be hurt. So I'm hurt by my own sensation, my own skin. If I was like numb to pain, then I wouldn't have felt it. So
Yeah.
it becomes there's different too.
There's this, you see what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me ask you this then. First, would you know, like when the sun is out and it's super bright and all that, do you see the stars?
No.
It's too bright, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then when the sun goes away and it's all dark, then do you see the stars?
Yes.
So if there was only light and only love, you wouldn't even get to see like the little details of love and light. You wouldn't get to see the stars. You wouldn't get to experience you'd be blinded. Everything would be light and I wouldn't be able to see your light or your light or your light because I'd be blinded by my own. And it's just not that'd get boring pretty quick,
Oh yeah.
right? And so it's
Yeah.
the same thing emotionally, right? If I was just happy all the time, like, woo, this person just died, woo, my wife just left me, woo, like, people are like, man, what the fuck, woo, right? You'd be disassociated from the vastness, the depth, and the intensity, and the color that is life.
Yes.
So then let me ask you, right? Because you've in through your journey of love and relationships, I can feel like there has been some really dark nights where there was no sun in sight,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like, is the sun gonna come back up? And I see the little things, like I get it, I appreciate the lessons, but like when am I gonna get to breathe again?
Yeah.
When am I gonna get to feel again, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that you've had that depth of pain and people cheat on you and I'm sure you struggled with trust issues.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you still want love.
Right.
So do you still want love if love comes to you imperfect?
Yes. I know it will. It'll be imperfect.
When you have someone that came to you, and from the story that I've heard, right,
Yeah.
you've had a lot of pain and agony and trauma around your body.
Yeah.
And was that easy or no?
No, wildly difficult.
Yeah, intensely difficult,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, at those times, did you expect more from those people?
I think
At that time, not who you
Well,
are now, not this
yeah.
evolved state of consciousness, awareness that everything's good in life. At that time, that person that was being hurt by someone, did you look at them and being like, well, I accept this pain, I'll give it to me? Or did you like, man, mother, like that, I don't like this, stop it hurts, I don't like that about you, give it up, whatever, give me just the good love that I want. Is that not a true reflection?
Yeah, sure, yeah. My brain was just distracted by like another important part of like what that experience is of the, like what you're naming, the pain of different things having to do with my body and image.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, yes, I expected more from them because it's
You
leading
wanted to
into-
be loved for all of you, not just a specific part of you.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we all do.
yeah,
But in each and every one of us, there's pain,
Yeah.
there's trauma, there's darkness,
yeah,
right? And to turn and look at another person and say, I reject your darkness, I reject your pain and all these things that you're doing to me.
yeah,
Be perfect, but accept me for being imperfect.
yeah.
Is there alignment there?
No.
right? You're explaining to me how difficult it is to be loved in a way where you're viewed imperfect and it hurts and you're trying to get rid of that. You call healing, what you call work.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this healing to get rid of the pain. I'm going to do this healing to get rid of the negativity. I'm going to do this healing to get rid of the trauma, the whatever I need. But that is you.
Yeah.
And what you're trying to get rid of is you.
Yeah.
And then you just want to be only goodness. So now there's parts that of you that are painful, that are betraying, distrustful, traumatic, all these negative things that you don't really want, right? They want to be wanted by you.
Yeah.
They want to be accepted by you. So imagine you're going to these boyfriends and you're saying, I want to be loved by you. And they reject you and it feels terrible. The parts of you that you deem negative, the feelings that you don't want, they're like your boyfriends coming to you and say, this is the part of me that's negative. And you're like, I don't want you. I reject the negative part of you. You're gonna, you're gonna want validation. You're gonna want to be seen and heard, right? And you're not getting it because you only want the good stuff about yourself. But then on top of that, you reject that, right? I love giving this analogy where I say, you have two children in front of you, right? This child is joy, happiness, very obedient. I love that child. This one is negative, depressive, hurtful, distrustful, cheater, whatever. They don't like you. Why can't you be more like that person? This kid is just wanting to be loved by his parents.
Yeah.
They're both your kids. Now, if I go to this negative kid, right, and I say, I don't want you to go be loved by someone else. I only accept this beautiful child over here. The kid that is wanting to be loved by its parent, not by any other parent, is now being rejected by the one that it wants to be loved by. How do you think that kid is going to feel when it wants to be loved by you and you're being rejected? It wants to be raised by you. And when we say raised, it doesn't mean I'm just going to make you, I'm going to grow you up and just give you food and whatever and then tell you to piss off or something.
Your mic went out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Let's see if it stays on. If not, then I'll pull out a handheld mic here.
We'll see.
Go ahead and talk.
Can you hear me now? We can do two handhelds.
Start rapping.
Love and healing, love and light. You have two children, and you're actually both of those children. You expect the world to love you and all your imperfections, which for you was your body. Some part of you is like, oh, this is not perfect, that's not perfect, this could be better, that could be better. And it just wanted to be loved for being imperfect. And those men that were in your life were a reflection of imperfection that just wanted to be loved. We're all of us. None of us are more or less human than the other person,
Yeah.
right? And what we're doing is hiding those dark parts, trying to be a good version of ourselves to the world so that way we can get the love that we want. And then when we rear our ugly little negative head or whatever, and I'm a bad person or whatever, now I'm not deserving of love. Again?
Yeah.
Do we got another one?
You can grab mine for now, since you're up there.
Yeah.
Do you want to grab mine?
I'm just gonna give you a handheld now.
Okay. Let's do that until that's done. We all expect more from each other than what we're giving. And that's why it's the most
Cord it up.
Is this one on? I'm on the mic, and I spit it so right, tight. This all about love. You get what I'm feeling?
Nice. Fire. Make that an intro to something.
Is this on, John?
Yeah.
Okay. We're all asking each other to do the work that we're not willing to do ourselves because the work is difficult. I'm flawed. I'm going to say it right here in front of all of you. I'm flawed. I'm not imperfect. Sometimes I am the bad person. Sometimes I'm the negative person. Sometimes I'm the sad, depressed person. Sometimes I'm the needy person. Sometimes I'm the attached person, the avoidant person. Sometimes I'm the person that's going to hurt you. That's true. I'm going to take ownership of that. And I'm going to use that as a way to bring more love and light. Because I'm also the person that sees the best in you. I'm also the person that cares about you. I'm also the person that loves you. I've come into this world the same way you did. And the same way all of us did. I didn't have the best growing up. I didn't have the most growing up. I didn't have a lot of money, and I didn't have a lot of love. It was very little. I am the source of light, and I was put into Mario's body to bring more value, to bring more worth, to bring more love into places of the world that didn't have it. We are not the circumstances that we deem imperfect or negative. Betrayal, cheating, and stuff like that. Those are actions. They're not the totality of any of us. None of us are just the bad things. And none of us are just the good things. I look at you as perfectly imperfect. Mm-hmm. One day, you might hurt me. That's okay. I might get mad. I might get sad. But a little bit more time, I'll come back to the understanding of light and be like, you know what? You're just like me. Mm-hmm. There's some pain in me too. And one day I might hurt you. And I pray and I hope that you give me the same grace that I give you. I'm not going to deem you as the sum total of an action. You're not just this cheater. You're not just this person who hurt me. You're not this person who didn't love my body and all that. You're more. You're more than that. Much more. And now I'm giving you a space, an identity, something to live into. Mm-hmm. Right? If I may, these 5 men that were in your life that hurt you so deeply and profoundly, right? If you had a chance to give them a space right now to be better, to let their better version of themselves be in front of you now, but this time with a different face, my face. And I'm asking you for some forgiveness, for some love. Would you be able to look me in my eyes and say that?
Yes.
And say it.
I forgive you. I forgive you for...
Yeah.
I know you knew that I was going to do that.
Yeah? I'm going to do it with you.
Yeah. I forgive you for lying to me. I forgive you for manipulating me. I forgive you for cheating and betraying me and my love and my loyalty for you. I forgive you for not being the man that you want to be so badly yet. I know you want to be him, and I love you as you are, and I forgive you for not doing all of the perfect healing before meeting me like you so badly wish. I forgive you. I forgive you for raping me. I do, because even that, I know. I really know that that's from pain in you that you have not resolved. And it doesn't make it right, but I forgive you.
I want to look at you just as a representative right now. I'm going to take ownership. I am the bad guy. I'm the abuser. I'm the cheater. I'm the person who abandons. That's me. I'm going to take ownership for everyone. I'll take the blame. But I just want you to know from my side, as being that person, it was never about you. I couldn't be who you wanted me to be because I couldn't see anything more than who I was. I was stuck. I can't be a person who loves you because I'm a person who hates myself. I'm running away from myself. I can't run towards you. I'm too busy running away from me. I want to. I want to love you. I want to love you. I want to love you. I want to give you everything. I want to make you feel like you're the sun, the moon, the stars, the planet, the universe. I want to be committed and loyal on a level that's like obsessive and compulsive. I want to be infatuated with you, but I couldn't. I fell short. Because I thought I was the sum total of my environment, my actions, and I am pain. And I hurt you. Not because I wanted to hurt you, but I just thought that if I could scare you away from me, you wouldn't have to be with me. You wouldn't have to deal with my pain. You wouldn't have to continue doing that. I tried to hurt you as an act of love, not as an act of vengeance. I didn't realize I couldn't perceive that accepting your love and how perfect you are and how beautiful you are would heal me. That was terrifying to me. I was scared of how beautiful you were. I was scared of how much light you are. I was numb and I was in the cold, and you invited me into a nice beautiful home. And I'm looking at you like you're the sum total of all things that are magnificent and beautiful. And I'm the sum total of all things that are painful and negative. You deserve better than me. And so I hurt you to save you from me. I'm sorry. I really, really do love you. I really do care about you. And the whole time while you were gone, I was just praying that someone else better than me showed up. Someone did, and it was you. That gives me permission to do the same, and so thank you. I love you.
And I love you.
Can I have a hug?
Yeah.
sadness and stuff in there, bring it out. I love it. Give it a round of applause for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being so vulnerable.
That was powerful.
Okay, I think we're a little over time. That was so powerful, and it takes courage, right? It takes courage it takes courage to be able to share this with yourself, with one other person, let alone a group of people watching. So thank you. Thank you. How are you guys doing? Good. All right. Well, thank you for staying here with us. I know we're going to start wrapping up, and because we respect your time, and I'm sure you guys are going to go home, and there's going to be some things to think about, right? Whether it's on your drive home or when you go home, I really encourage you to give some time to yourself. Let it integrate. It's very easy to get distracted, to say, oh, I'll something came up, I'll address it later. I'll go fill out the rest of the workbook later. There's no later. Right now, if you've really allowed yourself to open up and experience everything that you've experienced, you are at your raw self. This is like you sitting in front of the fertile soil, digging out the weeds, right? The openings are there for you to plant something more. So give this time to yourself. I hope you're able to block off the rest of the afternoon and show up for yourself. So thank you so much for spending this Valentine's weekend, but today with us. And we just wish you much love, and thank you so much for spending it with us and with each other.
I'm going to challenge all of you actually before you go, right? Whether you do this challenge, I won't know. Only you will know. When you go home, right, go to the bathroom, go to the mirror, or when you go to the car, pull out your phone, make a video. In that video, look at yourself, tell yourself what it is that you wanted from someone else. Tell yourself what you need to hear right now. Not like 1 second, 2 seconds. Oh yeah, I just wanted this and that. Like, this is all for you. Like, you took this moment out of your life to be here for yourself, with yourself, not for me. I do this when I go home. Do this for yourself. Take a moment to actually appreciate everything you've been through, everything you've gone through, the things that you do want, the things that are yet to come. Be there with that person for a moment. Look them in the camera. Look it right in the eyes and be like, you know what? Wow. Thank you. I love you. And I'm going to be the one that's going to be there for the rest of your life, giving you everything you need. That's me now. And you got me for the rest of your life. I challenge you to do that. It's up to you if you want to do it. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all of you watching.
Yeah.
Give us the thumbs up. We good? Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, we would love to, if you're open to a take.